the same amount. This is
EJ,
me, Shaq. You know me. I'm a
EJ,
Shea fan.
niggas hated
I'm
the
a
way Larry Bird's jump shot was. What does it matter, bro? Like
Larry
I can't
Bird
stand.
never
What is it?
faked a
I'm not
foul, bro.
understanding.
y'all.
That doesn't make sense.
Never
Everybody in
faked.
the NBA
Never
draws
faked.
fouls, bro. Like,
Larry
come
Bird
on, bro.
never faked.
Like, come on, bro. No, the man said something
Shaq
about they don't like the way he draws fouls. Niggas didn't like the way Larry Bird shot. You think you gonna change it?
I never
Shea has
liked
an
James
ability.
Harden,
Shea
and I
has an
never
ability.
liked SGA.
Shea has an ability.
I'm about to kick both
Okay,
y'all
I'm
back out.
gonna say this and shut up. I'm gonna say
You
this
can
and shut
like
up.
him. That's fine.
Go ahead.
Shea has an ability.
Hold on, bro.
Shea has an ability to find another way to put the ball in the basket.
He's
At
a
the end of the
little
day,
scrawny
basketball, at the end of the day, basketball has become, the NBA has become ways to put the ball in the basket. It's about a fucking bucket.
That's facts.
Welcome to eLab, your ultimate basketball laboratory, where we dissect the game from every angle.
You are watching a master at work.
All of it, man. I'm just trying to see. I want to hear some. I kind of want to hear what people got to say about Tyrese Halliburton. I kind of want to start with the Knicks and the Pacers.
Well, let's not wait for people. Well, let's not wait for people. Well, how about you tell me how you feel? That's the better question. They gonna chime in as soon as you start cooking.
Knicks
or
is
if
7.
you're not cooking.
You got the Knicks.
Huh?
No,
you see what I'm saying? As soon as you brought it up,
Knicks is 7. Nino, what up, Nino? What up, Doc? Hold on, somebody want to come up here and say something.
Hey, yeah, let them cook. Let them cook.
Let's see. Whatever. Oh, that's right. That's Sierra. What's up, Sierra? Nino, what you got, man? What's up, bro?
What up, man?
What's up, bro? I'm just trying to talk about the playoffs. Is that what you go ahead?
Yeah. No, I just came on here to really say, bro, I had the Pacers winning it all since August or August, April. I put in a. They were, I think, plus 7,000 to win the NBA. Yeah. So look, this is crazy for me because when they walked through the Cavs the way they did, I was like, yeah, look, we got something serious, man. We got something serious, man. Especially, look, even with the injuries and everything like that, it didn't even matter because even when they tried to come back, they still couldn't do anything. So,
yeah.
I think that.
So let me ask you this: are you from Indiana? What made you say I think the Pacers are gonna be the ones?
Well, this was my thing,
back
right?
then.
This was my thing. When you look at them, they remind me of the Spurs back when they play team ball. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of depth, and that matters when you're going into these 6-7 game playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like these can go 6-7 games. Your star is not going to be able to float 40 points every night. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's under the impression that because Bron did it, everybody can do it. No, that it doesn't work like that. You know. So when I looked at it, I said, I think it's only Siakam that has a ring on that team. And then you got Rick Carlisle, who is a beast of a coach. You know what I'm saying? He can take you there, and as long as you just let if you're coachable. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So
I don't know.
Hold on. So you had them beating the Pacers. Wait, hold on. We can even go back further. You had them beating the Bucks too.
Bro, I had them winning everything. I was like, I looked at because I've been watching them all regular season. I said, and look, the disrespect for Tyrese Halliburton is crazy. They like people are starting to realize it now. They're like, oh, we got to put some respect on bro, because look, he plays a little bit unconventional, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But he's a facilitator. He gets everyone involved, and he's still able to score the ball, and I like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. I wouldn't even say he's. Go ahead, Tay. My bad. Go ahead, Tay.
No, I'm gonna ask bro a question. So you're a big Tyrese fan, right?
No, I'm not a big Tyrese fan. No. That's not what it is. I see good ball, and that's what I like.
No, but I guess you see good ball, so obviously when you're grading him, you don't have to like him like particularly. But what I'm saying is like outside looking in as just a fan of basketball, you're grading him like in high standards, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this is just a situational question. Because I'm not even going to ask you this like you're a Pacers fan. But what I'm saying is, so...
what up, 630? We talking about the Pacers, man.
So
right now we're talking about... My bad, y'all. I'm just talking to the people that join.
You're good.
We're talking about the playoff, man. Go ahead, Ted. My bad.
No, you're fine. So basically, obviously, we know that he's a very old school style facilitating first point guard. He's a little bit taller than what I expect. He's very lanky. So what I'm saying is, he's a underrated defender when he actually decides to actually defend. But what I'm asking is, now that they have the opportunity to close it out in 6, and he just coming off of a really bad game scoring wise, not the triple double tracking thing that he did in game 4. Do you feel like, is there an asterisk on his scoring ability in regards of consistency? So we know that he's able to put the ball in the hoop. We know that he is able to shoot it from deep, have a real unconventional jump shot, like you said. He can get to the rack with both hands, blah, blah, blah. But do you think that the same way that his biggest strength is his biggest weakness? And the reason why I ask that is because if he's so concerned about getting everybody else involved, do you think that actually takes a toll on him when it's time to actually have a closeout game like this game coming up? Because if he does not perform the way that he's supposed to, and he has another 8 to 12 point game, and Jalen Brunson and Cat have phenomenal games, do you think that they're in trouble?
Well, here's my thing. You bring up a great point, man. The thing is, he needs to know when to get more aggressive, and that's something I could say. But to your point, I think he only took 7 or 8 shots that last game where he didn't have. So he didn't. He didn't attack. He never was attacking. He didn't. And that's another thing. I think that because it's gonna be. This is the thing. They've always played team ball, man.
Right.
It's going to take other people stepping up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that's the caliber of player he is.
Okay.
And I just think that, yeah, he has breakout games like where he broke the record. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And he comes out and he does crazy things. But that's not an every night thing. So like you said, to your point, I think he does need to figure out when it's time to lock in, you know what I'm saying, and actually put something up, you know what I'm saying?
But the reason why I asked this is because he did the Reggie Miller choke thing when he sent it to overtime and they ended up winning. That was amazing. That was definitely something that was stable. That was one of his breakthrough moments. But the reason why I brought that point up to you, Nino, is because
that's fact, Shaq.
8 shots in a closeout opportunity is something that's unacceptable when you're the best player, whether or not you're a pure scorer or not. You have the ability to score 20 plus, facilitate and rebound and defend the way that you did the game prior. So now you give New York the advantage because now there's no pressure. It's no pressure for New York to win 2 games. All the pressure is for you to actually win 1. So there's more pressure on the Pacers to win 1 game than there is New York to win 2 games. Because now all Cat and Towns got to do is just hoop. And those are the guys that are showing as of late they can put the ball in the basket better than any 2 players on the Pacers. So
hold on, Nino, real quick.
Okay,
Nino,
go ahead.
Let me say this to them. Hey, man, y'all follow us, man. Follow us on here, man. We on YouTube, the same name. I wanted to let Ryan get his point out because Ryan came in.
I didn't see, bro. My fault.
Ryan. I want to see what Ryan had to say real quick before we go ahead. Ryan, what you got, bro?
I was saying it's like Knicks will tie the series, then we'll win the Eastern Conference.
Oh, you think the Knicks coming out the East?
Yep.
You got the Knicks? I ain't mad. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Now, Nino, going back to what Ted was saying as far as the pressure, like, do you agree? Ted, I guess with that last, what you was about to say, the statement, bro?
Here's my thing. I can look at it as a whole and see that bro is young. You know what I'm saying? He's inexperienced in this deep of this is as deep as he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Into his bag. So he's gonna be learning. This is gonna be a learning experience, regardless. We watched the Celtics when Jason Tatum didn't attack and he didn't perform. You know, a caliber superstar. The way we're looking at him as a superstar, he wasn't able to lock into that essence of ball. You know what I'm saying? And play more aggressive. So I think it's just a learning experience. I think that last game where he seen hey, because he looked at it the same way we looked at it. He put up 8 shots. You didn't attack enough, man. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. So
who got
I think
more
that
pressure?
You said what?
Who has more pressure to win? Does the Pacers have more pressure to win 1 game, or does the Knicks have more pressure to win 2 games? And I know that it sounds like a skewed question because it's like 2 versus 1. But what I'm saying is, I feel like New York does not have the pressure to actually lose. They have to just go out there and hoop and compete. I think Indiana is the one that's playing chess because they have to think a little bit harder now because I think that Tibbs is punching back with coaching adjustments. So who do you think has more pressure to win?
Well, here's the thing. They only got to win one, man.
Okay.
And the thing is, if you look at all the games, they've all been close, except for the last one.
That's what matters, though.
I think, but this is the thing. I think that Knicks realized that they have to start out early. They have to start out early because Indiana gets better and better as they play the game. Their depth, they have too much depth, so you have to get out in front early. I think that's what the Knicks noticed. But to my point is, Indiana is very hard to beat if you keep the game close. So if Indiana is able to keep that game close, Indiana wins 3 out of 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think that another thing, and I'm not trying to sound like a Knicks fan. Huh?
Man, you gotta send a request, man. Somebody said y'all talking nonsense, man.
Who said that?
Somebody in the comments said, man said, I think he's talking about Nino. Hold on, let me see what Brett, can you hear us, Brett? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
What you about to say, bro? I can't hear you as good. Go ahead, though. I'm listening.
The guy who was just talking, like, who's your prediction though? Knicks or Pacers?
Oh, he got the Pacers. He said, you missed him earlier. He got the Pacers winning the finals, bro.
Yeah,
he put this bet in April.
Joined, bro.
So who you got?
Yeah.
All right, so what are you predicting?
So I'm predicting Indiana one.
You're taking Indiana? I probably would take Indiana too.
Yeah. The thing is, bro, and look, this is my thing, bro. I'm not saying that the Thunder, they're definitely capable of doing it.
Okay.
The thing is I love the way that Indiana responded to Jalen Brunson, bro, because Jalen Brunson plays the same kind of way. He plays the same kind of way that Shea does, where he'll attack and then he kind of flails. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed when Nesmith.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I hate people that play like that.
Yeah, and it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch, man.
Like him. Like I never liked James Harden. I hated James Harden. I thought he was.
Oh, okay. You hate James Harden too. Okay.
Destroying the league. I hate people that do shit like that.
Well, it's not fun to watch.
Paul, he took him a long time.
Fucking annoying.
This the thing. You got to understand. Nobody wants to see somebody watch and shoot 20 free throws.
That.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see somebody shoot 20 free throws.
Great player.
Let me ask y'all this: are y'all watching the games or y'all watching Twitter? Which one?
No, we're watching the games, man. Or at least me.
This is how I feel. If you're watching the game, he's getting 3 or 4 of these foul baiting calls that y'all talking about. Those other 10 to 12 buckets that he's scoring is to the rack basketball, how you like to see it.
Yo, bro.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
You know what he does? Every time he's falling down like a fucking little idiot. Like what? Imagine
okay, say what you got here.
You're playing pickup ball and a guy's falling down every time.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked you that, because he hadn't did that. He ain't did that this series. We would just look at you and
kick you in the fucking head. Like, yo, what are you doing?
But this is my thing. The basketball is a contact. You're gonna get contact. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you're
talking about, man, stop falling down.
Yeah, when you're not able to combat the contact, you know what I'm saying? We've watched countless superstars.
I don't care how many championships he wins.
You know what I'm saying?
Playing the same way he plays, I don't respect him.
Brett, I feel like you ain't watching the games, dog. I got a whole. There's a 4-minute highlight tape on my page right there. Say it again, Brett. If I couldn't hear you.
How many times does he fall down?
Maybe 3. In the game? No. In the game, maybe 3.
Game.
Hey,
in
E,
one
look at
game,
this.
he falls down 3 times.
Look at this, E. Are they entertaining to watch, man?
Who's
That's what I
falling
want to
down?
know. It's okay.
It's SGA. I love watching.
Let me talk to the host for a second.
Entertaining.
How many times have you fell down in basketball? I've been playing basketball since I was a kid, and I can only hit like a handful of times that I actually had to fall down. What the fuck are we talking about?
I ain't mad at that statement, because I probably feel maybe twice a game.
Exactly.
Maybe, but
no, you didn't fall twice a game, bro. I guarantee you didn't fall twice a game.
So as soon as he starts falling,
we also not playing the 6-7. You feel me? Power forwards and shit. So
hold on, let me see Shaq. Shaq had something. Shaq, can you hear me, Shaq?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Was you about to come up here and hate on Halliburton, man?
Nah, I'm not hating on the man, but you know what I'm saying, it was just a couple comments, like, you know, the hate for how Shea plays. It's an art that the man has developed.
That's not no art.
The point. Hold on. Let me finish, gang. I ain't saying that when you was talking. Let me finish. The point of the game is to put the ball in the basket. I don't give a fuck how you do it. if you find a way to bait fouls so you can put the ball in the basket, what the fuck doesn't matter? We talk about flopping. Hold on. We're talking about flopping. Everybody fucking flops in the league. Everybody fucking flops in the league. Everybody fucking flops. That's what we talk about, niggas that flop. Everybody flops.
We're gonna fight.
Everybody flops. If you take away the 10 fucking free throws he hits, he still averages 27 a game. What are we talking about?
Hey, here's the thing.
He finds ways to put the ball in the basket, and it works.
It works. I'm gonna bring somebody up.
It works.
Creative. He was like, "Yo,
it works.
Go up. I'm gonna."
It works.
Hold on, Brett.
While I'm in the air, and I'm gonna put it up.
And he's going to the line. He goes to the line,
bro.
He goes to the line.
There's no refs.
What does it matter?
No refs and pick up ball, bro.
This is not pick up. These niggas are in the NBA. This is not pick up. This is not pick up. It's not pick up. But it's not pick up. It's not pick up. It's not pick up. It's the NBA. It's not pick up. How can you resonate? How can you resonate pick up to the NBA?
Hold on, Ryan. I'm getting these other guys. I got you.
So what are we talking about?
Hey, yo, Shaq,
I can play. All right, so if we follow your logic, what's gonna happen is this: pick up ball is gonna be more.
Hey, I'm gonna drop a foul.
You talking to a nigga that never calls foul anyway. I don't call foul. We're talking about the NBA. Why? Are we in the NBA? Are we in the NBA? Are you in the NBA? This is the NBA.
If we follow your logic, I would rather watch pick up ball than watch.
Okay, so watch pick up ball. I hoop every Saturday. Come watch me, nigga. At the end of the playoffs. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not making sense.
There's nothing respectable about what he's doing.
Hey, man, y'all gotta calm down, man. We can't hear y'all, bro. Bradford and Shaq, man, y'all come back. Hold on. Black Cell, what you got to say, bro? We couldn't even. Black, can you hear me, Black? Is that Black Cell?
Yo.
What you up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hey, nah, I was just gonna tell him like, somebody had did like a little stat thing where they was talking about fouls, and they had compared Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, and I think it was somebody else, but it was SGA too. And out of all the players who are basically considered great or whatever, all had over 9-point-something free throw attempts, and SGA only had 8.8. So we talk about LeBron and Jordan and Kobe, they all had 9.5 free throw attempts or more.
And Black, you know what?
Thank you. Exactly.
But you know what I hear a lot though, y'all? I hear people say they just don't like the way his fouls look. I hear people say like even though he gets the same amount. Shaq, you know me. I'm a Shea fan.
Niggas hated the way Larry Bird's jump shot was. What does it matter, bro? Like I don't understand. I'm not understanding. That doesn't make sense. Everybody draws fouls, bro. Like come on, bro. Like come on, bro. No, the man said something about they don't like the way he draws fouls. Niggas didn't like the way Larry Bird shot. You think you gonna change it? Shea has an ability. Shea has an ability. Okay, I'm gonna say this and shut up. Shea has an ability. Shea has an ability to find another way to put the ball in the basket. At the end of the day, basketball has become, the NBA has become ways to put the ball in the basket. It's about a fucking bucket. I don't care if he goes to the hole 50 times and gets 40 shots.
I respect him because he has skill.
Bro, at the end of the day, okay, so Shea doesn't have skill? They just doesn't have skill. Like, EJ, I told you, bro, that didn't even make sense.
Let Brett get his shit out.
That made no sense.
Yo, Shaq,
It does make sense.
Time out.
Whoever Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff.
Wait.
What skill does SGA have?
What skill does SGA have?
Exactly. Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
What's his skill?
Time out. Let me go.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Tell me what his skill is.
Whoever just said SGA don't have skill, bro.
I just told you. Yeah, I said that.
That was that fucker Brett, dude.
SGA is
I said that,
literally.
bro.
Let me go. Let me go.
Let him
Go
go.
ahead.
Let him go. Let him go.
SGA is literally has the most skilled footwork in the NBA right now. That's a literal fact.
Serious, bro?
According to him, that's not skilled.
Kobe Bryant.
According to Brett, that's not skilled. That's not skilled. Go to the next.
Kobe Bryant.
According to him, that's not skilled.
Was insane.
Watch that shit, though.
SGA
You know it's
and literally, and if you watch the game and stop listening to Twitter, you'll see that.
Kyrie is one of them, though. By
You are
I agree with Kyrie. Kyrie's in there too.
Search up.
You know who's the real MVP of this league right now?
Oh no.
Who is it, Brett? I ain't mad at that.
Talking. Wait, who's ever talking?
MVP is a
Wait, bro. SGA literally is the most
crazy,
skilled
Darius.
player in
That's
the
crazy.
NBA right now.
Best player in the league right now.
SGA is literally the most
Brett,
skilled
I think
player.
He's the most. I'll say he's the most.
What up, Wiz?
He has the craziest footwork. I don't think he's the most skilled though. He has the craziest
You still
footwork.
got.
right
I
now.
think Kyrie and Kevin Durant are in there.
We're talking about as far as skill. Period. I don't think he's up there, but I don't think he's the best.
Okay, but he's up there.
But
This
he said
guy
the best
He's
player.
definitely up there, but not the best.
We agree that he's up there, though.
don't
This
make
guy
him
just
right.
said he's not skilled at all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was my whole point. That's why I stopped talking to him. Because once you say that he doesn't have skill, that makes sense.
This reminds me of when,
Besides the free throw.
it reminds me of when Jordan. Everybody knew Jordan was the best, but he lost in the playoffs against the Detroit Pistons. It doesn't matter if you lost; he was still the best player in the league.
What does that guy do with anything about SGA?
Exactly, bro. It has nothing to do with anything.
You people
I'm
are
not mad
doing.
at I'm not. I mean, SGA could have won the MVP last season. I mean, he could have won the last. It's not
Okay, but
I'm
this
not
year-
mad that we got two people.
If
that
SGA
are-
won last season, I wouldn't have been mad. But I
Yeah,
feel
but
like Luka
this
should have.
year, bro. I'm talking about this
Everybody
year.
can-
Who should have won the
Come out
MVP
right
this
quick.
year?
Time out
I
right
think
quick.
SGA should have. They
Guys,
won
guys,
the game.
yo, let's hear this dude. I want to hear this dude make him
Now,
look
I
like
want,
a fool.
I want you to tell me who do you think should have actually won the MVP this year?
SGA.
I think it's
No, clearly was
everybody
should have been Joker. It should have been Joker.
Wait a minute, hold on.
It should have been Joker.
We got Brett and Shaq agreeing right now. We got
The reason, but hear me out though. The only reason why I say
the greatest players of all time, you shouldn't even bring up the MVP because the MVP votes are bullshit.
Agree. I agree with that. But since it's in the NBA right now, I only feel like Joker should have won the MVP again because points, cool, they're similar. Rebounds, Joker got them. Assists, Joker got them. But if you look at the steals, hold on, let me finish. The only reason why I feel like Joker should have won it because they averaged the same amount of steals. That's crazy for a center. That's crazy for a center. So that's why I thought Joker should have won it again.
Listen right quick.
SGA got strapped.
They
Bro.
won it because his team record was way obviously his team record.
Hold on. Whoever I want to hear, I only want to hear from this dude. The guy that said SGA is not skilled. I want to know why. Why is he not?
Because
I think he just turned off by
respect people that do bullshit.
What?
He's turned off by the.
Like if you
buying into the foul
do
bait.
any bullshit to make points, I don't respect it.
Bro, okay, but what about the bullshit where Jokic just gets
Jordan
blown
never
by?
did that. Kobe never did that. LeBron.
That is some bullshit.
Did
you hear that point? Did you hear that point?
When
SGA goes to the meeting, it's an automatic bookie. We know that.
What point? Sorry, host. What was the point I missed? I missed.
They was talking about how Joker's bullshit on defense. His rim protection. He's non-existent in the paint.
Yeah, he
my boy Jesse. What up, Jesse?
He's not a great defender. That's correct. I'm not.
Listen, bro. Who is in here saying SGA is not skilled? Who is it?
Jeff. It was Brett.
Bro, who do you think?
Who is it?
Brett. Me.
Brett. Okay, bro.
Yeah, me, boy.
Okay, listen.
Boy, that's on the racial. I don't know.
Listen.
Good,
SGA has the best footwork in the NBA right now. He can drive to the paint.
I don't care about your footwork.
He got the best mini too.
Bro, he was just blazing Kobe's.
You know what?
Between him and KD, he has the best mini.
I care about footwork, dude. Like for example,
hold on a minute.
Kobe had
better PJG.
Kobe had amazing footwork, right? I respect Kobe. You know why I respect Kobe?
You realize SGA is
because he got all his points right? on his own.
You respect Kobe.
He didn't rely on no
that's not true. Let me say one thing. Hold on. Let me say one thing. One thing. I'm gonna shut up.
He didn't fall down.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Jeff.
Bro,
I literally just saw a clip of Kobe pump faking in the midi and then jumping into his defender.
I'm gonna bring them back, man. Y'all come back. I need y'all to chill, man, so we can talk and talk hoops. Go ahead, top eight.
But the logic.
Hold on. Let me just say this real fast. I just want these people that say that Shea getting foul shots and he called like. Do you realize if you check your NBA stats, everybody that won MVP shot more free throws than he did. Everybody from 2000 on shot more free throws than he did, yo. He only averaged 8.8 going to the line, dog. Kobe averaged over 10. LeBron averaged over 10.
Yeah, but he wasn't falling down, though.
Top 8, yeah. He's not talking about the amount. He's talking about how. He's talking about the ethical. They don't think that it's ethical.
On the court, when I watch the game,
but the point I'm trying to make
is like an all-time great to me. When I watch him play,
this my thing. This my thing.
Kobe looks like an all-time great. Jordan looks like an all-time great.
So I could see if Shea, I could see if Shea was calling his own fouls. We're blaming Shea for what the refs are giving him. Like we act like he's calling it himself. It doesn't matter if he's doing it. The refs is calling it.
You probably think James Harden was an all-time great. I don't think he is.
James Harden, when he retires, he is, bro. He is, though.
Someone please take away Brett's streak.
He is.
Brett,
how's he not?
No, fuck shit.
James Harden.
That's why he loses.
James Harden used
every
to average
time.
40. Let's remember that.
Bro, he knows
What'd you say,
absolutely nothing about basketball.
It's 11:25, Brett. How much are you drinking?
How come the NBA players?
I want you to realize that. Wait,
NBA players just say.
Wait, hold on. Time out real quick. Let me say one thing. Let me just say one thing. Anything that Brett says, he's clearly just rage baiting, as that comment says.
I'm not rage baiting, bro.
I don't think he is rage baiting. I think he actually.
That's what I really think.
Listen,
I think he believes it.
Because for him
I
to
believe
say,
what I'm saying.
for him, wait a minute, bro. For you to just knock on SGA and then come back in the same sentence and say, I love Kobe. Bro, SGA literally models his game after Kobe.
I don't care what he models his game on.
Well, then
Yo,
you
bro,
hate him.
He's not
Well, you just ain't fucking
the
with
guy
him,
that
then.
you hate is also the guy you
Brett,
love.
SGA.
You can model your game on anybody.
About your respect.
You can
Let's
claim
not act like
I model my
when he
game
get in the
on
league, it's
Will
not
Chamberlain,
automatic,
but you're not Will Chamberlain.
Let me ask y'all this, man. Let me ask
model
y'all.
your game on this guy, but you're not that guy.
No.
Let's not act like when he get in the midi, it's not an automatic.
He's a loser. SGA is going to
He's a loser.
He's going to lose.
He's making millions of dollars.
That's what I want to talk about.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the final. Do y'all now?
Wait a minute. He just said SGA is a loser. How much money
he's going to lose this final? Unless he changes his game, he's going to lose.
He don't know ball.
Unless he
He's
changes
not going to change it
the closest series he had was the Nuggets.
Are you saying a guy that won 68 games?
Does anybody want to bet me? Does anybody?
I think they all trying to bet you.
I'll bet you 1,000 right now.
TJG, SGA ain't making no middies. The comments is
I'll
going
bet
crazy.
you 1,000
Y'all
right now.
ain't crazy.
He won 68 games. You calling him a loser though?
Or whatever you want to bet. Whatever you want to bet.
This man, I literally just read a comment. This man just sat here and said SGA not making no moves.
Yo, like, y'all tripping. The comments is tripping.
That's just a dumbass thing. That's rage bait.
I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed, man.
Anytime Shea enters the midi, it's an automatic bucket, and we already know.
Bro, you know that's rage bait.
57.6%.
Wait a minute.
You know that's rage bait. Don't fall for that.
1,000 in the chat. What's all the fucking numbers? Hey, 1,000 in the chat. Look it up. SGA's favorite player is Kobe Bryant. That's a fact.
He's shooting 57% from the mid.
Kobe Bryant.
He ain't Kobe.
What are we talking about? SGA's not making no midi, bro. Can y'all stop saying, bro? Like, y'all not watching games.
Look it up.
Highlights at least.
You want me to do everything for you?
No.
Appreciate the
Brett,
follow.
you just said you
Hey,
invited your game after Wilt. You're not Wilt.
Shit. You just said he does not, and I'm saying look this shit up.
Saying
fuck out of here.
Y'all could.
What does that matter?
Your fucking profile picture is a picture of Jason Voorhees. The fuck?
Look, man, they are. I'm gonna bring them back when they get their mind right, man. Look, hey, real quick, man. Follow us on Elam Podcast on here, bro. We on YouTube too, y'all. Follow us on there, man. We do this stuff all the time, man. This is regular cheese, bro. But I wanted to say this. This is what I came up here to talk. I want to talk playoff basketball. I wanted to talk about. Oh, come on, Jeremy. I'll let y'all back up. I just want to talk. I want us to talk hoops, man. I want to talk.
Just don't get Brett up here.
Knicks.
For the love of Christ,
G back up here. I wanted to talk the Pacers Knicks series though, y'all. How do y'all feel about the series? Do y'all think the Knicks have a chance to come back and win the series? Do y'all have the Pacers knocking them out? You feel me? Like how do y'all call this series?
I think the Knicks can do it.
The way
I think they lose today.
The first thing that needs to be said about the Knicks is everybody was asking Tibbs to play his bench, and he finally did. He finally did against the Pacers. He had Landry Shamet out, bro. He had Landry Shamet.
Hey, that's a Nets legend.
Listen,
that's a Nets legend.
When he put DeLon Wright out there, I said, "Oh, he desperate." When I seen DeLon Wright come out, I didn't even know he was on the team.
He's keeping his guys fresh. And look what happened. Hey, wait, hold on. He's using his bench. He's keeping his guys fresh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen. He's using his guys. He's
no creo que tenemos pan.
All right, bro.
You talking to us?
No.
Okay. What'd you say? What'd you say?
In the background. You gotta be.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, look.
My bad. I'm back.
Yeah,
all I'm gonna say is
Jeff was hitting. Somebody was talking over. Go ahead, OGG.
The way Tyrese has been hooping, bro, you just can't. It's like you really can't do nothing about that, bro. Like Tyrese has been sitting here balling. I'm talking about balling. He averaged a triple double.
He's a little inconsistent. He's been balling.
Y'all know how I feel. Let me tell y'all this, bro. So, because earlier, before Brett and all them started going at it, they was talking about how Tyrese Halliburton is he got to take more shots and close games. I don't really feel like that. I feel like Pascal Siakam is their closer. Siakam, from that 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter down, bro, he is a better ISO scorer than Tyrese Halliburton is. And when it come down to that, bro, that's when it come down to that 4 minutes, 6 minutes, when the game is close, you need somebody that can go get you a bucket. Now, Tyrese Halliburton is a great clutch player, right? You need him to make 1 or 2 baskets throughout that stretch. Cool. But again, what Jamelo said, he is a passport first point guard. I don't necessarily need him to score 30 against the Knicks to beat them. I'm looking for him to make the right plays. Now, if they play in the Thunder, I think he does have to score a little bit more because the Thunder just have a lot of people that can match their depth. So they got the Isaiah Joe to match their Benedict Mathurin and they TJ McConnell and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not hard pressed that Tyrese Halliburton had 8 points because I'm pretty sure he had maybe 1 or 2 turnovers. And that's kind of where I think people get stuck. We're in the era of point guards where all the point guards are scorers, right? Our best players in the NBA for the point guard position are scorers. And we get caught up in the fact that, well, he only hit 15 points. That's what vintage point guards did. John Stockton was an 18-12 kind of guy. Jason Kidd was a 17-12 kind of guy. And when Jason Kidd got to those finals, we weren't looking for Jason Kidd to go out there and carry the load. You feel me? So I feel like people keep trying to put Halliburton in this box of a Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, and that ain't his game. That ain't what he do. He's gonna make my bad. I said a lot. Go ahead.
No, I agree with you. I think at the end of the game, when it's like 4 to 6 minutes, I think Pacquiao is he is
Pacquiao's crazy. Pacquiao's crazy.
Not Pacquiao. Pascal. I think he's the closer though. I think he's the closer, yo. It's sort of like Milwaukee when they had Middleton. Everybody thought Giannis was the one that was closing, but it was Middleton that made the big shots to close the game, yo.
Right. Because he's a better ISO scorer. Yeah. Giannis was a fast break guy. You throw it to me in the post, but as far as like creating his own shot, Giannis, if they calling that charge on Giannis or they setting up that wall like the Toronto Raptors did, you need Middleton to go out there and get his buckets off. You know what I'm saying? You need Middleton to do, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Giannis can't shoot free throws. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, I see Tyrese Halliburton. Go ahead, y'all. My bad. Say it again.
They're trying to make Shea seem. That's the same thing they're doing with Shea. They literally trying to make Shea seem like he's just the only one on the Thunder. Exactly. You gotta realize if you watch the games, the Thunder is not only evolved around Shea. Shea, he dropping 30, but you got J-Dub dropping 20. You got Chet over here getting good boys and still shoot from the 3. And then you got backup players on the bench stepping up. Caruso is over here. Caruso literally just sat up there and boxed Jokic. You can't do nothing about that, bro. Like
he out there strapping up Joker. That helps you a ton on the offensive rebounding end. On both of the defense rebounding ends. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not mad at that, man. I don't think. Go ahead, my bad, G. Yeah, that's why.
You got a team that can do everything.
That's why I feel like Tyrese has to score. If they beat the Knicks and they play OKC, that's why I feel like Tyrese Halliburton has to score in that series because they have guys for everybody. Their second string between Williams and Isaiah Joe, Case and Wallace, all of those guys can get you 10 to 15 points. All those guys get you 10 to 15. You feel me? So they gonna match that Obi Toppin. That's what I'm saying. They gonna match the Pacers bench players. Okay, Tyrese, we know SGA is gonna give us 30. Tyrese, we need you to go get us 23, 24. We need you up there because Siakam getting his 20 ain't gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if J-Dub is playing the way. If J-Dub is playing how he's playing in this series and not because in that Nugget series, I was like, man, J-Dub gonna be the reason they lose. J-Dub was not. Well, I say the reason, but he just wasn't producing. He had a lot of bad shooting games in the Nugget series. This series, he chilling.
Game 7 though, but in that game 7,
you right, Top 8. He showed up. He been playing well ever since. But initially though, I was like, man, because let me say this too, Top 8. If what's my man, Aaron Gordon don't get hurt, we might be looking at the Thunder a little different. You know what I'm saying? If because Aaron Gordon was playing really well. Who is it? Let me see. We got somebody who won't come up there and talk, man. But yeah, man. But how do y'all? So who y'all got winning the Pacers Knicks series? I didn't ask y'all. Who y'all got?
I mean, this could go either way.
Listen, I'm saying it like this: if the Pacers don't win the day,
they play hard.
If they don't win the day, if the Pacers don't win tonight, then the Knicks is winning in game 7 because the league ain't gonna let it happen.
And I saw somebody say that. I saw Bill Simmons. I saw Bill Simmons and them say that. They was like, it was back when they was talking about the Lakers and the Kings series where you had the chance for it was supposed to be like the Kings and the Nets. And they were saying, well, the NBA going NBA. You know what I mean? They was talking about that.
Because they already scared that 2 small market teams ain't gonna hold the rating.
I saw that, man.
The game is 7 and the Knicks, the Knicks gonna win. So if the Pacers don't take care of tonight, I think it's the Knicks in 7. You
got the Knicks. Gilly, who you got, Gilly? Oh, let's see. Gilly, can you hear me? Gilly, there you go.
I can't lie.
Now, Gilly.
I think the Knicks might win, bro.
You got the Knicks? Where you from? You sound like you're from New York. Where you from?
Nah, I am, bro.
I knew it.
But I'm not saying that. I can't lie though. Like the only thing about the Knicks, the fan base is crazy, bro. Like I don't even really.
They crazy. I like the Pacers fan base too, man. I like both of them. I love like the Pacers, bro. I feel like that gym be rocking.
I love Pacers fans, but the Twitter Pacers fans are crazy.
Man, I do not like New York fans, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying crazy in a bad way.
Look, they all out crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Look, if they win or lose, they gonna tear up Detroit or tear up New York.
I don't want the Knicks to win nothing, bro.
Nah, because as you see, if they lose, you need to prepare for a downtown Hiroshima bomb threat.
You're gonna have to call the National
If they win,
Guard.
They're knocking over lampposts, flipping over cars.
We ain't winning shit in my entire life.
You gonna have to call the National Guard. Spike Lee gonna have a heart attack.
New York. I don't, man. Listen, I think I don't want nothing more than to have Jalen. Let me say this to y'all, man. Let me ask y'all this, because I told people this, they get mad at me. I told them, I said, I got Jalen Brunson over Anthony Edwards. How y'all feel about that?
I agree.
That's a good take.
You got
Jalen Brunson over Anthony Edwards.
I like it. The reason
that's definitely
you guys ever see that?
Here's the thing.
Is that ridiculous?
Here's the thing, bro. Anthony Edwards is not, bro. He's got a lot of growing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to get in control of his mouth. He has to get in control of the things that he does because he threw themselves out, bro. He threw themselves out of that first game, bro. He did, bro. He threw himself out of it, bro. He let them get too much into his psyche, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't perform.
True, OG.
No, you see, I think Anthony Edwards' mouth is what makes him so great. It's just on the court, sometimes he looks undisciplined.
I want him to get away from shooting threes, man. I want him to get that 3-point shot down to 5. Get down to 5, bro.
Because you got You guys seen that Pacers Cavs series? How the Pacers were just dominating the Cavs the entire time, but then Don just started flashing like crazy and just single-handedly.
If we're talking solid ball, bro, I think Brunson's just better offensively, like significantly better, bro.
But he's a defensive liability. He's a defensive liability.
Yeah.
He is a defensive liability.
I agree.
I'm not mad at that. He is a liability on defense.
Ant's a way better defender, but I don't think that moves the needle.
It's only 2 levels right now.
What up,
He's either shooting the 3 or
The thing that I see, bro, the main thing that I see with Anthony Edwards is he doesn't get everybody involved, bro. Like, he has to get everybody involved, bro. It's either Julius Randle or it's him that goes off. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I can't lie. He's been passing the ball, bro. I'll be honest.
No, he supposed to though. Did y'all see that? Okay, let me say this real quick about Ant. Like Ant did kind of underperform, right? I get that, but I'm not gonna.
Not kinda. Don't say kinda, Coda. Just say he underperformed.
Okay. Well, he did, but I'm gonna say this though. To OKC credit, that fucking defense was fucking elite. They made that like. They turned him into a fucking passer playmaker because they took a lot of shit away from him. Like he started being aggressive. A little bit more, but it ain't really too much you could do, man, because them niggas, like, they just elite on all levels of defense, bro. Like, a lot of people were saying that's like an all-time great defense this year, and I was like, man, I don't know. Like, but then the playoffs, though, when I watched what they just did to Randall and Edwards, I'm like, I don't been
and Joker. They made Joker look funny a couple games, too.
And here's the thing, though. Minnesota is missing the depth, too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at Anthony Edwards, he playing 40-plus minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're missing the depth, bro. You know?
I've been trying to tell him that because we got people that can guard at all positions from 6'4" to 6'8".
Who is we, top 8? We your Thunder?
Yeah. We got Casey Wallace, we got Caruso, we got Wiggins,
Lou Dort, Jalen Williams.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Williams, Shea.
Top 8. Jalen Williams been guarding Julius Randle and Aaron Gordon. He's 6'5", guarding these teams.
Think about it, yo.
As long as arms, though.
Lou Dort was first team. J Dub was third.
This man was playing center when Isaiah Hartenstein was hurt.
Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
people not hip on Aaron Wiggins, bro. For real.
Aaron Wiggins is tough.
Man, he's tough, bro. Coming off the bench, bro.
Hold on, y'all, real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let Chris get his off. Chris, what you had, bro?
Go ahead, Chris.
Chris said he wanted.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We were talking
about Kobe the GOAT. We talking about Kobe. I'm just playing.
We ain't talking about Kobe. We ain't talking. You know, Kobe love talking about Kobe. So what we was talking about was playoff predictions. So first off, if you got the Pacers beating the Thunder, beating the Knicks,
I'll be honest with you. I'm a Pacers fan. I think what they need to do better tonight is attack downhill. The Knicks have great perimeter defense, but off the ball in rotation, when they get Brunson in rotation, they are not a very good off-ball defensive team. So what they need to do is Halliburton needs to attack downhill and kick it out. There's no the Pacers struggle in the half court, right? What they need to do is attack downhill to get Mitchell Robinson and Towns in foul trouble. Both of the games that the Pacers have lost is because the Knicks have scored over 40 points in the paint.
And they showed that in game 3 where in game 3 where they had like 20, I think it was like 27 fast break points or something like that. Exactly. They were pushing the ball the whole game.
And the Pacers,
and also I like how my bad. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. And the Pacers, when Halliburton had that triple double, he's attacking downhill and kicking it out, and that's why you see Matthew and Easton getting their wide open looks because everyone's crashing, and the Knicks in defensive rotation is not very good. I mean, they're not.
That's true. That's true.
And I think also with the Knicks, I like how,
but they can't move with that big ass lineup.
Yeah, I need to see some more from OG Anunoby from the Knicks. He had a great series, the series before. I need to see him. I need to see something from him. A little bit more. Just a little bit. My bad, Coda, but go ahead. What you was about to say, bro? Oh, my bad. Whoever. I thought Coda was talking.
No, just real quick.
Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, I like how Cat is not falling in love with that Trey ball. I like how Cat getting that bitch, putting his head down, putting pressure on the defense, going to the hole. I think that really helps a lot too.
Yeah, Cat. I'll give Cat his props, bro, because he showed a bag that we have not seen out of him in a long time, man. He showed a bag, like he got deep in his bag this series.
Yeah. Do you think Jalen Brunson has been hindering him in this playoffs? I've been seeing that a lot. People trying to say that Brunson he's just what they call a shot clock eater. They were saying he dribbled the clock down too much,
bro. That's
then
ball hog
throwing
Brunson.
these grenades. Yeah, but see, that's how I feel, though, Nino. I mean, that's what got you there, though. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing like this the last 2 seasons.
He's good with ISO, bro. He's good. Like, he's gonna take a defender to the rack every time, and that's what I say. Like, why I compare him to Shea, because he's able to get to the rack, and he has enough finesse to, even if he doesn't make the shot, he's gonna get the foul. You know what I'm saying? So you like Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith did a very good job of guarding him.
Nesmith has done it 2 years in a row. He stayed attached to him on those ball screens and not go under it. What the Celtics did wrong in the Knicks series was go under screens. What Ausar Thompson did on him was not stay attached on the screens and go over the screens. The Pacers finally, every year, what they do with Brunson is, especially last year, they stay attached on him so they don't have to setting that screen.
Yeah, you have to, because he's so athletic, man. He's very athletic.
That's true. Let me ask y'all this, since Chris in here, since he a Pacers fan. I just saw something. I saw I can't remember who said that. Might have been Paul Pierce. That's who it was. It was Paul Pierce. They said it. Well, I'm gonna ask the question: is Tyrese Halliburton a top 10 player in the NBA?
No.
No.
Say no.
Not yet.
I thought we can't give him top 10. You know what? We can't give him top 10.
I thought he jumped out the window when he said it.
I would make him.
Go ahead.
Hold on, E. If to me, it's going to be top 10. I think if he win a chip this year, your Finals MVP, I'll put him top 10.
Well, then that ain't happening.
I can't lie.
He got to get both. He got to get both. He got back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and then if he win,
they not doing none of that.
If we gonna say,
do y'all think
if we going into the next year, we gonna say he top 10? My bad. I'm just saying, if we gonna say going into the next year, he gonna be top 10. He gotta win the finals, and then he gotta ball out in the finals. He gotta at least go to the finals, win Finals MVP, and I put him top 10. Other than that, he's just right outside the top 10. I think.
Here's my thing: they disrespected Halliburton so bad these last years, these last two, that to where the point of like, when they see something like this, now it's even like asking, is he even a top 10? We rewind a year ago, you wouldn't even think about asking, like, is Halliburton top 10, you know?
Nino, this what kills me about it. If anybody else was doing this with this type of team, it would be it wouldn't even be a question. Are we, fellas, let me ask y'all this. At the beginning, at the beginning of the season.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Hold on, let me ask it.
Okay.
Hold on, Chris. Let me ask you this, Chris. At the beginning of the season, did y'all have the Pacers coming out of the East to go to the NBA Finals?
No.
Anybody have it?
I mean, no, but like
midway through the season, I did. Midway through the season, I did though. Midway through the season, I did.
Can I say something? With the whole national attention thing, the Pacers get nothing of it because they don't have that dynamic scorer like everyone else does around them.
Right.
It's team ball.
10 guys. They're the only team in the NBA that has 8 guys that average 10 plus.
Exactly.
And the other thing is too, it's not about Halliburton the past 2 years that's been disrespected. It's been the whole Pacers team. Because they don't watch the Pacers play basketball, dude. They're the number 1 offense for a reason, bro.
True.
Yeah.
Rick Carlisle is also like
they have a lot of
but that takes me back.
Small market teams at all.
Go ahead. You said they don't care about small market teams.
I mean, the NBA doesn't care about small market teams at all. I mean, like they've been swiping Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam under the rug, both amazing. Giannis has been like an insane top 3 candidate, but they barely speak about him at all. They just want him out of Milwaukee.
They are trying to say he's getting out of it.
I think two people what are overlooking is that Rick Carlisle is able to coach a team like of this caliber. Like he has the wherewithal to be able to use the players the way that they are meant to be used. You know what I'm saying?
You remember he coached he had that Mavericks team, that 2011 team was his too.
Man, he came to Detroit too and got Detroit right. So it's
I got a video on my page, bro, breaking down one of the games in the series, right? And I give homage to Rick Carlisle, bro. Like he's still, like 20-some years later, he's still being an effective coach and just know how to get teams to play team ball and play defense. Like he's still doing it at elite level. So yeah, you're right, bro. I swear. I got a video about that.
So to go back to the Tyrese Halliburton point. If any other player was taking this caliber of team to a finals in the Eastern Conference Finals and back-to-back, we wouldn't argue.
Hey,
I don't think anybody would argue.
I mean, the league is just very, very strong, bro.
Maybe
like 5 years ago.
If Tyrese Halliburton was anywhere else, like let's
give me your
take
top
like a big
10
market team.
Who you gonna take out? That's what I'm saying. Give me.
I'm taking out. If Donovan Mitchell's in your top 10, I'm taking him out.
Oh
No, he in the top 10.
Why would you take out Donovan?
Oh my God, Donovan
I don't
hasn't proved
believe him.
nothing.
I think he's the opposite of what Tyrese Halliburton is.
He was balling in the playoffs, though.
Wait, do you think Halliburton better than
playoff.
Brunson, bro?
Nah, Don's not top 10.
No. Let me get y'all ready. I get y'all mine. I get
Don
y'all
is
mine.
not top 10.
Hold on. Let
I
me
got
hear it. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
I got SGA. I got Joker. I got Giannis. I got Tatum. I got Luka Doncic. And then I start to get murky. I got Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna put Anthony Edwards right there as a placeholder.
Do you have Kevin Durant, LeBron, Wemby?
See, y'all talk about a lot of people I be hating on. LeBron's my guy. I'm gonna put LeBron.
Bro, we doing current or all time? Current or all
This is
time?
no. This is there. This season. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm a Pacers fan. I would put Cade in the top 10.
I don't mind Cade.
Cade.
Wait, so
hold on.
are you talking about
Tyrese
ability?
Halliburton not better than Cade?
He's
No, hell no.
Look,
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not better than Cade,
Come
bro.
on, guys.
Bro, Cade
You know what
crumbled
it
in the
is?
playoffs, bro.
Look,
He's not better than Cade, dog. He's
from
not.
Detroit, man. I'm from Detroit, and
You
what
want
it
to
is?
talk about Indiana? How many
And
had
what it
Detroit in
is,
the
bro.
playoffs at all?
What?
Me.
Look at Detroit. They only won like 20 games last year.
Bro, listen.
about
listen.
this year.
Yeah,
That's not crazy.
year,
Talk
bro.
about this year.
No, it's not crazy.
No, that's not bad.
I had Detroit
No,
going
hold
to
up.
I had Detroit going to
The whole
What up,
shit
really?
tag, how many people had
Listen.
Indiana going in the playoffs? How many
Listen,
people
I'm
had
gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what
I
it
say
is.
this
with
topic.
Detroit.
Hold on, real quick, Nino. Let me say this. There's a big difference between making a finals and making a playoff. Two different things. We talking about two
100%,
different.
100% there is.
So, but
But
go ahead, Nino. My bad.
what I will say is our management has let us down in a lot of areas. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Halliburton, he's low key supposed to be a Piston. You know what I'm saying? If we rewind back to where they got Killian Hayes, they took Killian Hayes over fucking Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? So our administration has let us down in a lot of areas. What I will say about Cade, I love Cade, man. Cade is a
I
baller.
love Cade too.
But
I
the
love
thing
Cade.
about him is
I do.
when it comes time to show up, he doesn't show up, and that's what really bothers me about him. You know what I'm saying? It's hard because he's running 30 plus minutes, 30, 40 plus minutes, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard. But at the same time, look, Jaden Ivey was supposed to take some of that load this year. So if we have Jaden Ivey against the Knicks, when we go against the Knicks, it would have been a whole different series. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have Jaden Ivey.
So now we're going back to the 10, y'all. So is Steph Curry a top 10?
Yes.
No,
Steph Curry
he
a 9?
won top 10 this year, bro. No,
What?
He
Who
wasn't,
said
bro.
no? Who said no?
He's second team all. Didn't he make second team all NBA?
That nigga was not a top 10 player.
Yeah,
this
he's
year, bro.
Why
second team all
not?
NBA.
Wait, why not?
What was his numbers, bro?
I mean-
Somebody tell me his numbers.
Bro,
It was
when
like 20 it's hard to take him.
when
Hold on,
Curry
don't talk
when
numbers,
Curry got help. When Curry
We
got help,
talking numbers. Mitchell was the numbers. My bad, Gilly. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Get his shit out, Gilly.
when Curry got help, he was like 27, 6 and 6, elite efficiency, bro. Curry
Second half of the
literally
season.
was doing everything himself, bro.
Yeah, second half of the season.
Nah.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, when you,
it's hard to
If
take
we
Curry
go
out of top
numbers,
10
Donovan
players.
Mitchell numbers is 24,
LeBron
4 and
played
5.
better than LeBron.
when you
played
actually think about 10
Just
players, I don't think you can think of 10 players better than Curry this year, but I don't,
Yes,
bro.
you can. I
So
can
is it a whole
I just
different
named
series?
eight.
Go
Is it a
ahead,
whole
go ahead.
different series though? If Curry doesn't
All right.
get injured, it's a whole different series. Though.
Yes,
Like
it is.
is.
because
I don't know if they win, but it's a way better
it's
series.
a whole
It
whole
sounds
different.
to me like y'all put Tyrese Halliburton at 10. It sounds like we got him.
Nah, I don't have him in my top 10.
I got him like
No,
11.
Cade kind of average.
I got him like 12.
He's like
I'm
top
fucking with
15.
y'all. Go ahead.
This
I'm
season,
fucking with y'all.
we're talking about
Cade
just this
averaged
season.
26. He averaged 26.6 points and 9 assists a game this year, dog.
Right, bro. That nigga top 8, bro. He like,
Well, who are you?
Hey,
What are you talking about?
I had
Yeah.
Cade in the MVP.
If we're talking about this season,
Okay, but I understand. But are we
You
gonna
talking about
act
this
like he
season,
didn't
y'all.
crumble?
You talking about
Yeah.
Are we
talking about this
gonna
season.
act like he
Yeah,
didn't
I'm talking
crumble
about
in the
this season.
I'm talking
playoffs?
about
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, 28, 6, and 8, bro. That's elite, bro.
Yeah, but are we gonna
Who-
act
who
like
had
he didn't
26
crumble
and
in
eight?
the
Who was that?
playoffs, bro?
He
Literally.
averaged 26.6
All right,
points and 9 assists.
to be fair, his main shooter wasn't doing his thing. Malik Beasley just disappears in the.
He also
he's
played
hit.
Malik
bad.
He had a
Beasley.
couple good games. He had a couple games where he was like.
But we
good
ain't
in the
talking
first
about
half,
that. We
bad
just
in the
listen.
second.
Hold on, listen. When I say who the best player,
we'll get it
I'm
right
not bringing up nobody. I'm talking about their production for their team, what they did. I don't care about nobody else, right? I'm talking about their production, win or
Well,
losing,
see-
whatever they
Now,
did.
see, Coda, when we start to do that, it get murky because I got Palu better than a lot of people. I got Paolo Ventura better.
Paolo top 10.
If I'm just so if that's what we going about, then I got Paolo.
Oh my God, bro. We just we kind of just throwing shit out there.
I'm just saying if we just saying based off production, if we just based off production, then that's a lot of people.
But here's the thing:
when you go based off production, you only really look at the numbers.
Can't just go off
then when you watch that game, maybe should have some numbers.
You can't just go off.
But hold on. You can't go off winning because winning is a team thing too, though.
But if we look at players' ability, bro, you can't tell me Cade is a better basketball player than Curry, bro. You can't. How is
this season he was?
This year he was a better basketball player than Curry.
Bro, because you seen
for me.
You seen how Curry, bro. Curry maximized is a better player. You seen how Curry played when Jimmy Butler got there. He was a way better player, bro.
Okay,
he was
so
significantly better.
Hold on, how did Curry play by himself? When Curry played by himself, that team was ass, bro.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing.
You seen Cade crumble in the first round, bro. You literally watched it.
No, I get it. No, I get it. I'm just talking about from totality.
Doesn't matter to you?
No.
That's them not losing the first round?
No, I'm talking about totality of the whole series, of the whole season, though, bro. I'm not just trying to say a 6-game span sample. So I'm talking about somebody from the whole who played better through the whole season. I'm not just gonna say just the playoffs. That's bro. That's sample size.
Yeah, I mean, Cade had a better regular season.
Do people?
He had a whole season.
So do y'all watch? Y'all
talking about
I don't watch it.
Yo, all his stats dropped this year, yo. He averaged 18, 3, and 9 this year.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Here's the thing.
That's not top 10, bro. That's not top 10.
Actually, I averaged 20 and 11 last year.
Yeah, that's not top 10.
When you get a player that sits back, right? He started. Is it better to be? So I don't know if y'all watched the arena and stuff like that, but they had a conversation about like 2 weeks back where they was talking about, is it better to be a superstar on a bad team or a superstar on a good team? And the thing is,
I got him T3.
When you're the superstar on the bad team, you're gonna take the majority of the shots. You're gonna get more opportunities. You're gonna get more looks. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Nino, what's a superstar on a bad team? Because superstar to me is like Bradley Beal got a lot of buckets on Wizards, but I wouldn't say he was a superstar. So
okay, so not superstar then. A good player.
A good player. Okay.
Like a normal star.
A good player.
Okay, I got you. My bad.
On a bad team or a good player on a great team. You know what I'm saying?
Like Allen Iverson in 01.
Okay.
That was not a bad team, Coda.
That was trash. That team, bro. That team personnel-wise was.
But he was taking the majority of the shots.
They had an elite defense, bro. No things
I think if you go based off the regular season and playoffs, you got to put Cat in the top 10.
You got Cade in top 10?
Cat. No, Karl Towns.
Oh, Cat. Oh, Cat.
I think Cat is a top 10 player, and the only reason why I'm saying that is because of what Brunson is a volume shooter, and he takes a lot of shots. He's still averaging 25 and like 11, and he's on 40%.
He was at 27 and 14.
Do you guys?
Tom Thibodeau is playing him way better than he was getting played at Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? They're letting him pop
because he had Gobert.
Leave me alone, Teddy.
You know.
Yo, is your top 10 off of ability or like stat, like performance, like just strictly performance for the season, or do you like care about what a player can actually do?
What he can do? He can shoot the three well. I think he's the best.
No, I'm not giving you blowback on Cat. I'm just saying like in general.
I care about both, bro.
I think.
Yeah. Do you think
Cat's
better than KD?
You say what, Gilly?
I think it's hard to say that. I think this
year he played better. He might have played
had a better season than KD. Fact. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm asking you, like, as a player, who do you think is better?
No, we know KD is better than Cat. We saying just this year though, he played better than.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year.
Hold on. No, Gilly. I'm gonna give Gilly the answer wrong. This Cat today is better than KD today.
Yeah.
I'm taking Cat today over KD. I don't care.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Look.
I just think Cat's a better rebounder.
What we're witnessing
37-year-old KD got meaningless buckets. That shit don't mean nothing no more.
Yeah, it's meaningless because he's on like a he's in Phoenix.
He's on a team that he has to be on.
Next year.
Now he's trying to go to somewhere.
Yes. I agree, bro. But it hasn't changed the fact that he's probably the best mid-range shooter in the NBA right now.
No, SGA is over him.
All of these new stars.
Okay,
you see what the NBA is doing. The NBA is doing they're shuttling in all of these new stars. You know what I'm saying? The young talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jersey boy, Jersey, what
If
up?
you look at even just look at what we're looking at right now. You got Jalen Brunson up there, and Jalen Brunson isn't young, but you got these new superstars: Tyrese Halliburton, Shea, Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? They're shuttling in this new talent, bro. And I think that's more of an agenda for the NBA because they're shuttling out the LeBron, the Steph,
I mean, they
you
got
know what
to
I'm
because they
saying, the
getting old
KD.
though too. They getting old. They got
100%.
to.
They have to. Yeah, they have to. But I think that's more or less what we're watching right now. We're watching the transition of NBA basketball.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right.
Let me
I
ask
just
y'all
read a
this.
comment.
Oh, go ahead,
I just read a comment. It said on here it said if the Knicks play zone, the Pacers are gonna. Brother, I'm telling you right now, if I want the Knicks to play zone, dude.
I'm gonna say they shoot too well. They
The
don't.
Pacers got 3 guys that are shooting 50% from 3 right now. Do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they don't want to play zone. They shoot.
They
too
spray
good.
their ass out the arena.
They shoot too good.
Like let Aaron Neesmith hit 7 threes in a row, bro.
Let me ask y'all this. Hold on, real quick. Let me make sure I say this again. Hey, man, y'all in the comments, follow us, bro, on eLab Podcast on YouTube, bro. We do a podcast. Me and Ted. I don't know if y'all see Teddy in the comments. He on the panel with us, bro. We talking shit, man. But hey, I want to ask y'all this. Now, who makes for a better series? Like against the OKC Thunder. Do you think it's a better series? When I say better, I'm not talking about views and marketing. I'm talking about basketball. Pacers of the Knicks make a better series for the Thunder to go maybe 6 or 7 games. Which team matches up better?
It's
hard to argue that.
When they go
It's hard to
5,
argue
that's
that.
when we sweeping them, so it don't matter.
It's hard to argue that.
I
It's
think
hard
the
to argue
Pacers
that.
will be the toughest team the Thunder's played
So
in the whole playoffs.
Listen, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think they'll be tougher than Denver.
Okay, but listen to me. Who matches up in the Western Conference with the Thunder's athleticism?
Denver was so overrated.
Except for the Pacers, yeah, exactly. The Pacers.
Who matches up well with him? The Nuggets.
I think the Celtics
Bro,
did.
the Nuggets, we had a whole, bro, the best player in the world, we had, or the Thunder had a mismatch on, bro.
Listen, yo, we are 29-1 against the East, yo. I just want y'all to know that 29-1
Top 8,
against the East.
but I would say this top 8. This playoffs has proven that the regular season does not matter.
No,
I think this playoffs has held true to say, hey, that regular season, Cavs y'all did real good. That shit don't matter.
No.
You feel me? So I'm go ahead.
29-1 though. 29-1.
29-1 is insane though.
29-1, and the only team that beat us is not in the playoffs no more.
Who beat y'all?
And the Cavs beat them without a center, bro.
The Cavs beat them without a center. They ain't in the playoffs no more.
And then OKC came out the next game and beat them without a big man, bro.
Exactly. I'm getting it, yo.
So y'all got OKC winning no matter what.
So you got. So here's the thing.
I don't think that.
That's what I'm hearing.
I just pulled it up. So I pulled up that you got Pacers are averaging. The Pacers average 117 points per game. You got OKC that's averaging 120. On an average points per game. The thing is, they rank 4th. So OKC ranks 4th, and then Pacers rank 7th in the league for scoring on offensive. The Knicks, I didn't look at the Knicks yet, but I think that to what Chris's point was, Chris dropped off the panel, but what to Chris's point was he was saying pretty much who matches up with OKC better, and meaning like who can push the pace. You know what I'm saying? And we look at the Pacers. The Pacers are pushing the pace, and I'm gonna go ahead and look at the Knicks right now, just so we can have that.
See, Nino. See. Look, check this out, Nino. I'm like half and half on that statement, right? I understand that they match up better, right, on paper, but when it comes to the finals, bro, I feel like you need a superstar to get superstar calls, and I feel like when I say superstar, I feel like you need Jalen Brunson out there. And I think you can win some games because it's the Knicks. The same way we thinking that it could be rigged. If the Knicks go, I don't think they let it go less than 6 games because that's money. Everybody's getting paid in New York if they get there. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we gonna say it's rigged, then that this is the best time for it to be rigged. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you not feel like Tyrese can be that superstar? Have we not given him enough time? We're looking at somebody we're looking at somebody who's been in the league.
What up, Smack?
How long has Jalen Brunson been in the league? How many years has he been in the league? You know what I'm saying?
6 or 7? Is it 7?
So we're looking at somebody with 7 years of experience. You know what I'm saying? We're comparing it to somebody with 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to.
Halliburton been in there for 5. I think he got drafted in 2019.
For at least 5, yo.
Yeah, he only been there for 5 years.
Yeah, he was just in Sacramento, kind of tucked away. Yeah. But go ahead, though. Say what you're saying, though. Say
Okay.
your point, though.
No, but
My dog,
my main thing was, do you not think that he can be that star? Like, you don't think that he can rise up to be that star? Because I think he can.
I think he can. Hold on. What I'm getting at is that I want him to come in already. I'm saying come into the finals because, again, if we're saying it's rigged, if I know the Pacers are going, Tyrese Halliburton don't put the same pressure on defenses that Jalen Brunson does. He doesn't put let me rephrase that. He don't put the same pressure on the refs as Jalen Brunson does. And that's what I'm getting at.
Here's my thing.
Lou Dort shutting all that down.
Here's my thing. We're looking at three players. We're looking at three players.
Agreed, Mr. Wonderful.
Nobody really has a other superstar. You know what I'm saying? We got Pacers, and then you got Pascal Siakam. You know what I'm saying? And Miles Turner been showing his ass lately. We got Thunder. You got Jalen Williams. When he shows up, he shows out. You know what I'm saying? You got the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and you got Cat. Yeah. But Cat sometimes doesn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So it's you dealing with the Indiana Pacers, bro, who is really just Tyrese over there, bro, and he doesn't have another superstar. Like, there's not nobody over there that's talking about, maybe Aaron Nesmith when he won the game and shit like that.
I'm gonna give you an honorable mention as well, because a lot of people not giving your boy McConnell enough attention. Because my boy, when he comes on that court, sneaky little 13 points. He'll give you a nice little 13.
What did Chris say? What did Chris say? He said it's the only team that's got 8 players averaging over 10 points.
Over 10, that's what
crazy.
he said.
A lot of players on the Pacers can go get a
y'all disrespecting Pascal, man. They say y'all in the comments.
They are disrespecting Pascal because your boy got a ring.
People ignore Hallie when he plays bad.
Bro, he just dropped 40. What did he drop 40 game 2?
He almost dropped
40 in game 3, I think, y'all. I think it was game 3.
Do Pascal got a ring or do Kawhi got a ring? And Pascal was on that team, dog.
Pascal got that.
Oh my god.
Y'all gotta relax.
Do that.
Oh my god. Ain't no way bro just said that.
No, but people ignore when Hallie played bad, bro. That's my thing. Like, y'all said that he doesn't get attention for playing good. He doesn't get attention for playing good, but he has a lot of lapses, bro.
So what are they talking about?
I think a lot of people are putting. I think a lot of people don't like T because of his points average per game. And he don't give you those points.
We gotta hold on. We gotta acknowledge Relly calling him T first off. Stop acting like you know, bro. You ain't just because you a Pacers fan don't mean you just call him T, bro. Come on.
I got it. I mean, because you gotta give him his props. Your boy.
They went to club last night.
First of all, but here's my thing. So you say that Halliburton doesn't get called out on this BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling Hallie on this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Last game, they lost because of him. He put up 8 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't attack. He wasn't a facilitator. He wasn't doing what he needed to do on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Of course, even on defense, he's very lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
Nino, you know how hard it's hard. It's hard to talk bad about Halliburton because when he has a bad game, shooting is not really what we're concerned about with him. Right, you know what I'm saying? The fact that the NBA is so focused on scoring, we know that he's not a scorer. Well, let me rephrase that. We don't look at him as, hey man, he needs to go up there and score 25.
Right.
Yeah,
because
but
ultimately, as long as his turnovers is 1 or less, we good. My bad. Go ahead, Riley. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But
it's just like, at what point do you want him to cross that threshold? Like, at some point you need.
That's the conversation we have. That's what we talking about.
This is the thing. You have to realize when the passing the ball isn't working. You have to do something different. That's what's going to turn him into a superstar. And that's what's going to change his game. You know what I'm saying? When he realizes, like, hey, I'm passing the ball, people aren't hitting shots, I got to start taking them. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to change it.
Like earlier we were having that discussion, like, about Curry. The reason...
I don't know who that was talking. He went out, though.
Why it's so hard.
Who was that talking? Really? It's probably really. Oh, dog, what you about to say, oh?
I was just going to say the same. My thing with Tyrese Halliburton, he just needs to develop more. He hasn't found himself all the way as a player. Like, man, should I pass? Should I facilitate? Or should I take over this game? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still in that phase. But like, once he finds himself, and just like, you know what I'm saying? And like, he got the wrench to step up on defense. He just got to want it. I feel like that's why I think they're gonna lose. Losing in this playoffs, like, it's gonna put a bad taste in his mouth. Like the overrated comments did. Like, losing in this playoffs, it's gonna be a part of his experience. Like, OKC, like, people say OKC don't have experience. Losing last year was their experience. They know what it feels like. Now they came back, more players, more pieces, with chips on their shoulders.
Pacers too. The Pacers lost last year in the conference, and look, they hungry and back in it.
They got beat 4-1, I think. I think it was 4-1. Oh, 4-0, maybe 4-0.
The reason why I say Pacers is more because they got the maturity level, and OKC, you know, they are a young, very young team. And they, you know, they got the strength, they got the endurance, they got the speed, they got the, you know, they can play, they can keep going.
And they got the rest.
Yeah, but nobody
has
have
a weaker rest.
He said he got the rest. It's crazy. That little
no rest.
Do that.
But I just see more of the dog, the more determination. I'm just thinking basketball, y'all. I'm just seeing the more of team ball when it comes to the Pacers, because if you're watching in that series, Coach was putting C team in the second quarter. He's putting C team and playing in second team as well in second, third quarter. And that's what, like,
but that's the
they got depth. They got depth.
So here's the thing. Do you think that you don't think Indiana has depth the same way?
No.
The thing is, they do. You
don't
think
think Indiana has depth?
We just dropped the fact. We just dropped the.
One team has offensive depth, one has defensive depth.
Look, here's my thing, bro. I think that if it comes down to Indiana and OKC, what it's going to come down to is it's going to be experience. It's going to be coaching. Because they're both great teams. You can't.
I mean, the thing is, we've heard experience all these playoffs, and Thunder has just cooked every team.
But they haven't ran into a team with as much depth as they have. So
the Pacers doesn't have enough depth to go with the Thunder. Like,
how do they not?
Who gonna guard?
They not. You got 8 players. You got 8 players right now in the Indiana Pacers that are averaging 10 points. And then on the back end of that, you have 3 players that could probably be playing point guard on any team. You know what I'm saying? So you
not the Thunder. Not the Thunder. Any team but the Thunder.
He had Miles.
Listen, but like the Thunder got Shea, Mason, Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe.
And then we got TJ
McConnell. That 9 points per game.
And we also got 4 motherfuckers that's gonna strap up too.
That's because the Pacers also don't have nobody averaging 33.
Listen, and we also
they also doesn't matter, bro. He's not going to average 33 every night. That's what you're not doing. He's not going to average.
That's what averaging 33 means.
I feel like,
bro, not in the play, bro. Look, not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say he's not going to have. You can say he's not going to have 33 a night, but Shea averages 30.
So what happened?
The same way Tyrese isn't going to have a 9 and 8 game
where they shut him
every
down.
single day.
Minnesota, when they shut him down, they got blew out by 30.
They got blew out by 30. Obviously, that was
the whole team played bad.
Come on, man.
Played bad.
Yeah, but what that series ended?
Shutting down everyone played bad.
It
was just a terrible game, bro.
No, it was a terrible game.
They gonna lie, the Knicks. Y'all Knicks.
When is that happening to Indiana? When is that happening?
It was 4 games to 1.
When has that
happened?
Minnesota?
Can I say something too? Because tonight
it doesn't matter if you shut down one player.
The Knicks have got like 3 people that's low key injured, because Cat's injured on a knee. Brunson was his ankle right now, and Bridges got an ankle right now.
I mean,
so are we? That's goes in effect too tonight too, because nobody on the Knicks right now is 100% either.
Nick showed us what
it doesn't matter. We don't care about that. It
does matter because you got to take that in tonight. You got to play hard tonight as well as a Knicks fan.
When it comes down to it,
y'all got to play hard tonight, and you got to play hard on Game 7. And on top of that, if y'all win it as well, y'all every game from the Knicks for the finals has to be top tier. The Knicks are too hurt. Y'all got to understand it.
100%. I'm not thinking that the Knicks are even going to make it.
Oh wait, hold up. Something just hit me. Hold up.
Monkey Gang and Gilly.
Oh, something just hit me. Like, let's say hypothetically the Pacers win today, or like the Knicks push them to Game 7.
Oh, absolutely.
The Thunder are going to have
rest is a bad thing, bro.
If you in basketball, the rest don't mean nothing.
He wasn't comparing them. He was saying, "My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I was reading the comments."
Yeah, that's true.
What you mean? The Pacers had a long rest and almost
the Pacers been going against crippled players.
That's what I'm saying. A long rest doesn't. It could be good or bad. It could
be good or bad. That's a fact.
I know, but
them youngest locked in, bro. They tight.
It's different with the young boys. Yeah,
let me ask y'all
this.
Really locked in.
Let me ask y'all this real quick, as a slight pivot. I want to ask y'all this. So, if SGA wins a MVP, if OKC wins MVP, he wins final MVP. Wait, what Where you rank it for
top 75?
Thunder Slayers? No, top one. Is he better than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook?
Top one.
Thunder player?
I gotta give him the nod.
He's the greatest Thunder player ever.
If he wins MVP and he wins a title, bro, they gonna put his jersey in the rafters.
Bro, he better than KD and Russ off the rim.
Yes, bro. I'm talking about like we talking about just for the.
Listen, yo, I can't put him over Russ.
We talking about just for the Thunder.
Listen,
look though. If we talking about
y'all ain't never going. Thunder ain't never going.
Y'all was agreeing. That's why.
But look though, hear me out.
Hear me out. Find another Russ.
Hold on. As a long-time Thunder, Seattle SuperSonics fan,
bro, he brings a
chip
championship.
He won the MVP. He won the Western Conference Final MVP.
Yeah, because like
championship. He's the greatest Thunder.
And he got a scoring title this season.
But look,
jersey in the rafters.
Listen.
Kevin and them never did none of that, yo.
I'm gonna put it like this though. He for the franchise, he gonna be the greatest. But rolling the ball out, hell no, KD all the way. Rolling the ball out, KD. But
rolling the ball out, KD as a Thunder.
No,
bro, 32.
KD been there since it was the Sonics. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, KD.
They're a deep.
I mean, Shea and
Shea
KD have had the same amount of time, like on the team.
Are we gonna disregard the fact that KD was a 3-time scoring champ in a row at his young age when the league wasn't even spaced out like it was back then?
Hear me out. I ain't mad at that. But
Okay. Are you arguing that KD was a better player?
Imagine the Slim Reaper, young KD right now. In this league,
I knew I get old.
Bro,
I don't right now.
Is he not playing? Did he retire?
Right, the thing is, KD was nice. I'm
talking about Slim Reaper. I'm talking about Slim Reaper before the.
He's still Slim Reaper, ain't he? I thought he was. Did he change his name?
I'm talking about KD Foles, the KD Foles KD, the Tarantula KD.
Are you arguing that he's
KD ain't averaged 30 since 2015, dog. KD ain't averaged a 30 season since 2015, bro.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That KD with the openness of the league now.
Listen, yo, I just want you to understand.
KD only sniper.
When he's with the Thunder, he only averaged 30 points twice. He only averaged 30 points twice with the Thunder, yo.
Shea done did it 3 times already.
You gotta understand though.
Only averaged 30 twice with a ball dominant guard like Russ next to him. Only averaged 30 twice.
Russ, one of the best passers of all time.
Hey, but what was going on?
And you got James Harden.
But who else? But who else is sharing? But who else is Shea sharing the ball with like that though?
What
what was going on in the league at that time?
Shea likes to play. Shea likes to play off the ball, bro. He doesn't.
Hold on. What was going on in the league at that time? What was going on at the league at that time?
It don't matter.
You got prime LeBron. Bro, you got prime LeBron.
You got to realize, bro.
You got prime Curry.
Shea averaging 30 right now.
That's what I'm
saying.
Oh my God!
Wait, guys, hold on.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys are trying to make it about who's the better player. We're talking about who's just the better Thunder. Like
I'm giving it to KD. I'm giving it to KD.
But they gotta get LeBron.
Why are you getting KD?
Beating LeBron is difficult. But if Shea
lives at the line,
if Shea brings a ring to OKC,
Nino,
that's
Shea does not live at the line. He gotta cut this out.
KD did not live at the line.
We ain't here for the narrative today, though, bro.
I promise you. But look though, Elab. If Shaq made all his free throws, they wouldn't call Shaq a free throw merchant. They'll call Shaq the most dominant player of all time.
When is the last time you seen KD have 20 free throws?
You know what? They don't call Giannis.
KD has 3 seasons on the Thunder, averaging more free throws than Shea.
Ooh.
No. When was the last season, yo? Bro, when was the last season?
Like this one, we're not comparing. We're comparing.
Who said that? Who said
Thunder
that, bro?
Shea.
Who said that?
What mic, y'all? We all talking.
Okay, I don't mean to call him Monk, but like, let's be real. His speed and agility and athleticism
why you say that, IDJ?
I don't crazy from what it was before. Because I mean, you've seen the way he used to be.
Did you realize that he had an Achilles injury?
Or he just did like a post fade.
Do you realize we're comparing Thunder to Thunder Shea?
Come on, bro.
We just saying Thunder though. We just talking Thunder,
bro. But like, if you go and bring up,
you can't. You talking about he didn't attack the same way that he was on the Thunder. He has an Achilles injury that takes people out the league, bro.
Like we're not even talking about this version of KD. Like,
man, what exactly, bro?
And then, all right, look. But look, even if you want to bring up KD,
I got caught up in right now. I got caught up in
from Boston, averaged 30 in the playoffs on 50, 45, 90 shooting.
I want you to understand.
It was a whole different KD, though. It was a whole different KD. He was living at the
merchant. Giannis having 13 attempts a game. They don't call him a free throw merchant.
It's
a
narrative.
Monkey Gang right there in the comments.
It's just a narrative, bro. Like,
they
this is
can
my
to Giannis
thing.
in the paint.
This is
They
my thing.
stab
It's
him.
not
They ripping
entertaining
his
to
arms
watch
off.
that, bro. It's not entertaining to watch that, bro.
Not entertaining.
Nino, I ask you this. Please go to my page and watch those SGA tapes I just posted. It is pure basketball.
It's hoops.
Please go watch it because we got to stop this.
Look, I'm not taking nothing from him, bro.
I don't know. I find it entertaining
It's
when
the
Shea just
finesse,
snaps
bro.
someone's
He
ankle.
has great finesse when he gets to the basket, bro. He's strong in a sense.
That's a fact.
In a
He did
sense.
love.
In
He
a
did love
sense.
Jimmy. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? My
Don't
thing
forget
is,
Oro. Don't forget Oro.
when you watch that, bro, it's almost catered to a sense.
Y'all know, you know,
KD and I don't like
foul
that.
bait too, though, Nino. You know that, right? When you stick your hand in there, and you know when you stick your hand right there and KD swipe through and shoot up, that was KD.
Yeah.
Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
That's KD.
Yeah.
Hey, Host, you know what's crazy though?
That's him. I'm just saying, that's KD.
Let me explain
You know
something
the
to
little shoulder bump.
You know, 2 years ago, Shea averaged 11 attempts a game. Nobody said nothing about him being a free throw merchant then. You know why? Because they wasn't winning and they wasn't knocking off everybody's favorite player. Now all of a sudden they winning. He averages less now and they call him a free throw merchant now. But 2 years ago, he averaged 11 attempts per game.
They called him a free throw merchant now, top 8, because they ain't want him to win MVP.
No, I mean, because he's knocking out all their favorite players. Because all their favorite players is out home.
When he's not actually a free throw merchant, that's when they want.
Let me ask y'all this. Let's go down the line. Oh, dog. So if he win, where you got him at as an OKC player?
OKC Thunder top 1, but out my mouth, I can't say he better than Kevin Durant. Like out my mouth, but
you got one. Relly, where you got him at, Relly?
Bro, that's fair.
Can you hear me? Oh, Relly, mute it up. Nino, where you got him at, Nino? SGA. If he wins.
Say again.
If SGA win the championship and get his Finals MVP, where you got him at OKC player?
As an OKC player? Shit, they gonna put his jersey in the rafters. I already said that.
You got him in number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him at 1. Put him.
Yeah, they gonna put his jersey in the rafters, man.
Because we kind of already pivoted it to the conversation I wanted to have.
And look, and people slept on Serge Ibaka.
I wanted to talk about that too. Hold on, Gilly, where you got him at, Gilly? If he wins,
I haven't won, bro.
You got him 1? Top 8, what you got him?
He's the greatest Thunder ever, yeah.
Greatest. And IDK, where you got him at? He's the number 1 OKC player for the first. Come on, man.
I mean, shoot, it could go either way. You could go what someone means to the fan base.
Yeah, true.
I think Russ is always gonna be number 1.
I feel like when he brings them the ring, that fan base stuff is gonna be number 1. He's gonna be
gone, man.
If he brings a chip, if he brings a chip, he's gonna be gone, bro.
But
he brings a chip, he's gonna be the man.
I know, because you hear Russ is
they don't
investing
have
like
one,
a
right?
stadium.
And not to get off topic,
like a
not to
whole,
get off topic,
like,
Russell
block.
Westbrook will forever have the best individual season as a Thunder ever. I ain't gonna lie.
He got one of the best individual seasons ever. Period.
Individual, I said individual season.
He does.
Individual season.
He did. Was that 31, 10, and 10?
42 triple doubles, bro. Damn. He broke the.
Are we just talking about? First of all, are we just talking about regular season?
Yeah.
And are we just talking about numbers?
It gotta be, It gotta be when you say it that way.
You have to only be talking about numbers, and you only have to be talking about regular season.
Individual. I said individual.
Then that Shea will be.
Performance. You're not gonna get nowhere without the team.
just statistically, bro, because he's not better than KD or Shea, bro.
I said the best individual season as a Thunder. Who had a better individual season as a Thunder than Russell Westbrook MVP?
Just regular season though.
Best MVP season. That's what he asking. Best MVP.
He was terrible in the
No,
playoffs.
best season as a Thunder ever individually. Like you need a team. Like imagine Russ with Chet, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort.
Don't look the same.
I mean, he's not better than Shea, bro. So he's not gonna be.
I said the best individual season. That's one season.
But you're saying imagine him with this player, that player. He's not better than Shea. So I don't.
I mean, it wouldn't be far off though. It wouldn't just be far off.
Hey,
Bro,
look,
you can't forget that Russ had 42. I think it was like 40 or 42 something.
42 triple doubles. Like,
did he break?
Yes. 2016, 2017 season, bro. He was tripping, bro.
Straight tweaking.
I respect
Prime
it,
Russ
but
can
like,
shoot.
With Alex Abrines as the second option.
Shoot that immediately. I'm talking to the comments.
Second option.
On what team?
With Russ.
Russ couldn't shoot.
Alex Abrines
I thought that was
second
Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo went on that team? Am I tripping?
Oh,
is he hurt? He might have been hurt.
2017? Depot might have been his team, I think.
2017.
I can't remember.
No, that's that year he broke out for the Pacers. He broke out for the Pacers that year, I think.
Okay.
Or was it 18?
Oh, then he came the next year. Okay. Look. Hey, real quick.
There was a dunk contest where he did the Black Panther mask.
Okay. Real quick. Let me make sure I take the comments, man. Follow us, bro. Elab Podcast, bro. We talk this shit. I do this shit every day, y'all. I want to ask y'all this now. Going back, we're going to stay in the same little pocket right here. 2025 OKC versus 2012 OKC, man. Who win, man? How y'all got it?
2025.
Really?
Man, oh my God, no.
They're so stacked, dude. They're
I'm
just so
surprised
stacked.
that y'all said that.
team was
They were mad at
crazy.
me for my team. Go ahead.
You said 20.
I'll mention
Wait. You said 2025 versus who?
this one versus the 2012. They went to the finals.
2012?
That 2012 OKC. Yeah, with it was
I think
Russ.
it's that 2012 team went against Bron.
Sefolosha.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
went
know,
against
man.
Bron and they lost, bro.
I'm
They
a hot
lost.
take. Hot take.
I know,
I
but
don't
the
think
fact
so,
that you
Jimmy.
got there up
I
against
got a hot
them, like,
take.
you know.
This
Because
2025.
Steph Curry
This
get another. I mean, KD get a ring that year.
This
I'm sorry, I'm
2025.
reading Jenny coming. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh, look, this 2025 Thunder team.
I'm going with the 2012 OKC. Man,
No.
crazy.
No.
Hold on,
Bro,
let
they're
Ho
gonna
go.
shut.
Get
They're
off.
gonna
Let
shut
Ho go.
Westbrook down, bro.
Look,
Westbrook is
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
useless.
Look, bro.
Shut him down. It's crazy.
This
Westbrook is
2020
gonna get shut down.
This 2025
Shut down
Thunder.
is
This
crazy.
2025 Thunder team don't blow a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. I bet you that.
Yeah, probably not.
And Shea
Probably
won't go
not.
7 for 32.
Yo, they
I bet
did
you
have
But
Victor. They have Victor
Okay,
OG
I'm
on that
taking
team.
2025. I'm
that
taking
game.
2025 because
He was on
that
that team
I
with
don't feel like
Russell.
that was their best
He
team.
was on that team top 8. Okay.
Yeah, he
2012.
was on that team, yo.
2025 Thunder beat the 2016 Warriors in the series. You
They
ask
had
me.
Steven Adams. They had North
That's what I
Cole.
was saying, Jenny. Yeah, shit
Collison.
changed. Shit changed fast.
They had Taj Gibson.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
scared of Taj
So who
Gibson.
y'all? Who y'all? So y'all? Does everybody say 2025? Did everybody agree with 2025? I'm surprised.
I was on 2025, man.
Dang.
The only reason I say that is because I don't know, man. They don't got enough depth to kind of.
Is 2025 SGA? Is 2025 SGA a better scorer than 2012 KD?
Fuck, I mean, heck no.
They can go head to head though. They can go head to head.
No.
He is.
Bro, imagine KD with all this spacing, bro. Back
No,
then,
that ain't what he asked. That ain't what he asked. He didn't ask all this space. What is
better score? What is Serge Ibaka gonna do?
When we compare teams, how
That's a hard question though. It's
not a hard question. Look at the
bro. What is Serge Ibaka
I
gonna
mean,
do?
yeah, but the stats are two different eras, bro. It's hard to.
Look at the stats.
I think even without the errors, I think 28 back then is equivalent to 32.
Kendrick
Like,
Perkins
let's
was
call
better.
the scoring part.
Okay, then they would be equal to you, I guess.
Let's call it a wash and just ask.
Shea Cole,
What
he
you
averaging
see,
30.
who's a better score?
He averaging 30, but it's 3 other players averaging
Nick Collins.
32.
Nick Collins was crazy.
Nick Collison?
Damn.
You talking about the power forward? Did somebody say Nick Collison? I think he did.
I did hear Nick Collins.
Is that who he said?
I did
thought
hear.
Yeah, I heard it too. I heard it too.
Wait, you said it's what?
Get his ass out of here. Get his ass.
You said it's 3 other players averaging 32.
3 other players averaging 30? Is that what he's saying on their team? In the league. Maybe he meant in the league, period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Shea averaging 33, but
Reggie Jackson.
I think he the only one this year that averaged 30.
Giannis averaging 30. Jokic
For the
29.6.
Yeah, but Shea's averaging 33, bro.
I'm gonna tell you the only reason. I'm gonna tell you.
I thought he had 31.
No, he's averaging 32.7.
That was my argument to them.
32.7. KD was averaging 28, and I'm sure there's someone in the 27 range, bro.
Everybody loves to go to the superstars, bro. That shit does not matter in the NBA that we're looking at now. You know what I'm saying? Your superstar can get shut down, bro. You have to have a team, bro.
Yeah,
that's where it is, bro. Like
X factors.
Everybody is good now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, once you get to that level, bro, and you get into the finals or the playoffs, bro, everybody is hooping, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't wrong.
So if you got a superstar, bro, and he don't show up, if he don't show up tonight and he give you 12,
it's over.
3 and 3, you know what I'm saying? It's done.
It's over.
The Thunder, the way the Thunder play too, they like to leave people who can't shoot open, bro. So someone on that OKC team's getting left open, bro.
Which one? The 2012 team getting left open? You can leave. Listen, they got this is the starting line of that 2012. You got Russell Westbrook, Thabo Sefolosha, KD, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins.
I
told them.
I'm tripping. Harden coming
off the bench though. Harden off the bench with Jeff Green. I think Jeff Green.
Wait, they had Perkins.
Yeah, this wasn't Rocket Harden. This was OKC Harden.
It's OKC.
Yeah, but OKC Harden can still shoot.
OKC Harden 6 man of the year.
Yeah, he was nice.
We're gonna
I think OKC Harden was like 16 games. He's like 16.
They're gonna let Ibaka shoot. They're gonna let Russ shoot. If Russ isn't hitting the shots, nobody's.
You can't let him.
No, Russ can shoot back then, though, y'all. Russ had that midi. Russ can shoot that midi.
No.
Okay, midi, yes.
Ibaka can shoot it. Leave Ibaka open.
They have less space. They have less space to score, bro.
Leave Ibaka open in the corner. You want to? You gonna
leave Ibaka open.
You gonna think that's prime PJ Tucker over there?
I'm
telling you, bro. I'm gonna take 2012.
You leave Chet open. because a lot of people talking to me about Serge just being an all-time defensive player. Not all-time, but I'm carrying it.
No, well, the thing is,
you said you
got to get him out of the paint.
Leave Chet open. Serge was the man, bro.
Chet,
Don't leave Chet.
If you leave Chet interior defender, but
and then you got
on the perimeter, he was cookies.
And then you got but then you got Kendrick Perkins too. So it's like you got
what? Kendrick Perkins what? No, wait.
Kendrick Perkins is gonna get played off the floor.
Kendrick Perkins, wow.
What? You got Kendrick Perkins doing
what? What is Kendrick Perkins gonna do?
He's getting played off the floor, bro.
Playing bully ball, bro. Playing bully ball down low.
I was about to say what Kendrick Perkins is.
I want nigga to end that sentence.
This what I'm looking at is
I might as well bring up Anthony Morrow.
Nah, for real.
I got Isaiah Hartenstein better than Kendrick. I mean Kendrick Perkins easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
at least
lie.
he can shoot that baby.
That wasn't his prime. That wasn't.
Yeah,
his
Cole
prime.
Aldridge too.
You comparing it to his prime. His prime was
Kendrick Perkins' prime was in high school.
No, the Celtics.
Kendrick Perkins' prime is crazy.
I'm from Texas.
Kendrick Perkins' prime is behind the booth talking
Kendrick Perkins in high school now was one of them though.
The Celtics
40-something games.
He was one of them. Let's not play.
In high school, he was that dude though. He was that dude.
Kendrick Perkins' prime is crazy to hear, bro.
But I ain't gonna lie. The thing is, the X factor.
Yeah, Derek Fisher too, boy.
The X factor is Lou Dort, Caruso, and Chet. Like the 2012 Thunder don't have that. Like Chet is really like if he's not that far off from Wemby, bro. Like Chet can do everything. Like it's his role. It's his role. It's his role on the Thunder. He can do everything.
I think Chet not better than Wemby, y'all. What we doing?
No.
He's more skilled than Wemby.
I like Chet, but he's not better than Wemby.
He's more skilled than Wemby.
He's also 4 years older than Wemby. Wemby got to get his legs.
No, he's not. He like 2 years older than Wemby. 2 years older.
Okay, 3 years older. My bad. I said
2 years older than Wemby. 3 at the
How old is
most.
Wemby? Is Wemby not
I
like
think
20?
Wemby is 20. Wemby is like 20. Chet is like 20.
Chet's like 1 year older than him, bro.
That's another thing I'm mad about.
Google
Hey,
it.
that's
Somebody
another-
quote.
2 years.
That's another thing I ain't gave up. Detroit.
Chet just turned 23 this month,
bro. So can we
3
talk
years.
about
I'm
that?
taking
Can we
it.
talk about that real
What you
quick?
say, Nino? Talk about what, Nino?
How the fuck did Detroit not get that first pick, bro?
I'm telling
Lottery?
you, the draft has to be rigged.
Not a
The
cheat?
draft
Was
has
that
to be
not a
rigged. I'm
cheat,
telling you.
Nah,
Was that
I actually
cheat,
want to see. I was saying before. Wemby got
crazy,
drafted.
bro.
I wanted to see him on the Pistons. I wanted to see.
Bro,
Wemby on the Pistons.
bro, it wouldn't
would've
even.
been
It would
crazy.
be a whole different conversation had
Would've
Wemby
been
been on the
crazy.
Pistons, bro. Like that's
Wemby on the
nuts.
Pistons might have been crazy.
Jalen Duren.
Yep. Wemby, Jalen Duren, Cade.
Bro,
Yep.
Jalen Duren was
Jaden
so
Ivey.
nice
And
last
then you
year.
got Jaden
He
Ivey
bulked
too.
up
That's
too much. He's
a
trash on
crazy
defense
team.
now.
Oh my god, bro, we got
That's a
cheated out of
crazy
that
team,
shit.
bro.
Then they
Y'all
wouldn't have to
got
pay Tobias. They wouldn't have to pay Tobias Harris. They probably could have still picked up Malik Beasley.
You know what though,
Swear.
y'all? I don't think the NBA was rigged, y'all. Let me tell you why. Hear me out. This is
I
why
think
I
that
don't
was
think
a
it was
cheat
rigged.
though.
It was a cheat, but I don't think it was rigged because if you believe that it was rigged, you would have to also think that Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving getting hurt was rigged. You get what I'm saying? Because like the Mavericks were a playoff team prior to them getting hurt, so a lot of pieces had to go right for them to even end up in the lottery.
I know, but
You know what I'm saying?
I know, but come on, the fact that they just get that one pick and the Wizards are still out here in poverty screaming for help is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I never care to see the Wizards get beat. I don't care who's out there.
They changed the draft to make what's it called?
What do you call it? I was telling people, bro.
I really wish
when they traded Luka to the Lakers.
They made throwing games less valuable.
Dallas got the better end of that trade, bro. When I started to look at this shit, bro, I was telling people they like, oh yeah, Lakers got Luka and da da da. I'm like, bro, Dallas got the better end of that trade, bro.
Yeah.
They did
because look at the first pick they got, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they still got Kyrie. They got a caliber player.
You want to talk about somebody
trade
cheating?
away AD for Luka? I'm taking that because what was that package straight up? What was the entire thing?
It was just straight up. It was just like that.
Yeah, it was straight up.
It was
just like
AD.
that. Oh no, they got Max Keebler. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Max Christie and AD.
They got him too.
Max
Christie was lucky hooping at the beginning of the trade, but I mean,
he was. He started out. I was like, damn, Max, you like that? Okay.
Yeah, but like you asked me if I trading AD for Luka, who are both just injury prone, and Luka's younger but only pure offense.
But Luka's not injury prone. Luka wasn't interested, bro. Luka wasn't interested in diet prone.
Whenever I see Luka lose, I always hear news about his knee. Something's bleeding. He's limping. Like
something bleeding.
You got a court burn.
Yeah, he do have injury. Luka has not gave y'all a full season yet.
Who do they have right now? I know they got Spencer Dinwiddie.
They got PJ
let's not
Washington.
forget what Luka did to the Thunder last year.
Bradford.
Luka didn't do nothing to the Thunder.
What did he do?
Gafford trying to get up out of there,
He
Nino.
only averaged 24 points.
He
No, I'm thinking about PJ Washington. I was gonna say PJ Washington.
All right, Davis, I hear you.
I was gonna say PJ Washington. I was talking about Luka.
You said Gafford trying to get out of there.
Gafford said he won't start in center money. He said, I don't want no backup. I want to get paid. So that's what
it's well deserved.
I heard someone say that was just a rumor, but I mean, it's all just online talk, so you never know.
I got a name for that. If he stays, bro, I'll tell you the truth. They make a real threat.
They do.
Huge. That's a big ass team.
That team is monstrous,
bro. Because AD can't.
You know, Kyrie gonna miss half the season. You know that, right?
This the thing. The reason why the Lakers weren't successful with AD.
We talking about the Mavericks.
AD can't play long. AD can't play long minutes, bro. He needs somebody who can come in, you feel me, fill that role. You know, he can't play long minutes, bro. We know that about AD.
That's true.
Yeah, you get Gafford back. That's really nice.
They need Gafford, bro. I like them getting Gafford back. But
imagine that team of Cooper Flag. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say this to y'all about OKC. Y'all know they got 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, draft capital. They got.
Dude, they're gonna get Cooper.
Dude, the next year they have a 76ers pick and like 2 other ones.
They got 2 much. Hey, listen, Paul George did single-handedly ended super team era. Paul George single-handedly has made the Pacers team and the Thunder team, and now that super team stuff is out the window.
Paul George, the real trailblazer.
He bro. Listen, him off the back of him. They literally went from Paul George to Victor Oladipo and Sabonis, and then now they got Halliburton. And whoever else came with it is
what the hell?
Literally, both
that's
of these
crazy.
Teams
You know what's crazy about this shit? We got to see the development of the league. You know what I'm saying? We used to see super teams, and then we got to see. Now we seeing team ball again. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like when I was first born, it was team ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what won championships. Then you went to these super teams. You know what I'm saying? Because
team ball until Kevin Durant did what he did.
Because LeBron was bullying the whole West. You know what I'm saying? So it was like
East.
East. Yeah, the East. Yeah, he was bullying the whole East. So it's like they went back to this. They went to this super team, and now they got to go back to this team ball, and that's it's really beautiful to see. Yeah, it's really beautiful to see. Honestly,
I love it.
It was shaping up. It was shaping up to be regular team ball until Kevin Durant. Until Kevin Durant chose to be Kevin Durant.
I'm not gonna lie. Kevin Durant to the Warriors
was
the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
It was team ball. Like the Cavs and the Warriors finals was like the greatest finals we have ever seen. That was straight up team ball.
Bro, that team was a super team before KD got on it. I'm gonna tell you.
No, it wasn't. That was homegrown.
How do y'all? Let me ask y'all that. How y'all define
a super team?
How do y'all?
You don't
super team?
For me, homegrown.
Damn. How do you define it? Because I want to say superstars, but it's not just superstars. Because you can be like elite role play, like the Celtics. Like, would you define the Celtics as super team? They got Kevin Porzingis, Tatum, Brown, Derek White.
I would say a super team is that old Celtics team.
No,
Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce,
Celtics they fly with
Kendrick Perkins.
Hell no.
You feel me?
Last year
Kendrick Perkins.
Last year Celtics run through them.
That's a super team, bro.
Last year Celtics run through them.
No, they don't. No, they don't. We just seen them get knocked the fuck out, bro. What are you talking about?
They're hurt.
That's not
They're
the same, bro.
They're injured.
They was hurt, but they was gonna lose that game.
We also watched them.
That's what I'm thinking, Fresh.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
We also watched them win every series in 5 games last year. Every series.
But they also had injuries.
Weak as hell. Who did they play?
Who did they play?
That team when it was still sort of.
Hey, Elab, watch out for make him eat his words. Who did they play? The experienced Pacers. The quote unquote experienced Pacers.
Oh my God, bro.
But the
Mavericks. Didn't they go against them?
They beat the Mavericks.
The Mavericks.
That series though. Tyrese got hurt in that series.
That's why the NBA has to do something with this shit, bro. Because it was a catwalk for their ass, bro. Because they had
go ahead.
Bro, they had all the wins. You know what I'm saying? They getting, bro, home court advantage, bro. They didn't play nobody, bro. Like that's the thing, bro.
Bro, they literally beat the Mavericks. So the Mavericks not good.
I mean, they didn't play nobody.
Team, bro, that's the team that I just compared them to, bro. Are you joking me, bro?
Are you talking about when the C's beat the Mavs, or
he's talking about last final?
Bro,
yeah,
listen, this is what I'll say, bro.
The C's were just so good. They made that Mavs team look like dog water.
Exactly, bro. But this is
that's a super team.
Won Finals MVP.
They were so good to make it look like they ain't playing nobody whole time.
But y'all, let me ask y'all this. Because in the offseason, you're supposed to try to grab pieces to make your team better, right? I can't knock you for that. So if the Thunder, because they've been talking about Kevin Durant leaving Phoenix, if the KD was to go back to OKC, would y'all consider that to be a super team, even though it's homegrown?
Hey, I would love it.
Yes.
At this point,
at this point,
not homegrown.
You got the MVP.
You know what I said?
You got two defensive player all teams because like J-Dub's on second, I think, or third. Then Lou
he got second. You're right.
I said this is what I said the other day, bro. I said that LeBron need to go back to Cavs and KD need to go back to OKC just for a farewell, just off the last.
We don't need KD.
I know. I agree. Top 8.
KD
y'all don't need them, but it's been talks. It's been talks about.
I'm not gonna lie. They don't need that. But you can't tell me that wouldn't be
that
beautiful.
Would be crazy.
LeBron back in the Cavs jersey, KD back in the.
We don't need them, dog.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. It wouldn't be homegrown if KD came back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We asking about the homegrown.
It wouldn't be homegrown. Like
that's 3 or 4 star level players on one team. That's a super team.
But look though, it's like KD, like, nah, you left us, nigga. We don't need you. Don't come back, nigga. We just want
that GSU team wasn't a super team. That's not a super team.
We don't need you. Like,
if OKC wins a chip, KD going back as
no, they don't want. I don't know if the fans want him. No name. I think he was just saying he's looking to go to either the Rockets or to the Thunder.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like,
KD, like, have some respect for yourself. Like, do not go back to the Thunder.
Because of all the picks they have.
Have some respect for yourself. It's crazy.
Like, you like a thigh. Like, come on, man.
I called him a trophy wife. I told him.
KD, like, if he do that, he the ultimate thought. Like, come on,
man.
Then it's not like you coming back to be that final piece that they need to push forward. No, they already pushing forward.
They don't need. Yeah, they really don't need you. Like,
go kick rocks. Like, go kick rocks. Like,
let me ask y'all this: what would y'all like to see Kevin Durant go? Because I was gonna ask y'all about Giannis too. What would y'all like to see Kevin Durant? Who could he make?
I wanted Kevin Durant to come to Detroit.
Denver.
But
Denver.
Detroit. I ain't gonna lie, but. I was more or less thinking Devin Booker instead of him.
WTJ in the
Devin Booker where? To Detroit?
To Dallas.
Yeah, to Detroit.
If you want to go anywhere, you should go to the Spurs, Joe.
Oh man,
Spurs could be all right. I think. Listen, I thought the Spurs was going to trade their pick away and try to go get Giannis. I thought they was going to trade that second pick and go get.
If I was the Spurs, I'd do it. Because it's like, who will we get? Like, I mean,
so where is Giannis gonna go?
What's the spread, Jim Brown? What's the spread on the?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want Giannis to stay in Milwaukee. Just say fuck you to the NBA. They've been trying to force him out for so many years.
No. Here's the thing: Giannis playing reverse psychology. He did this the last time. Like,
he did.
They need to bring Giannis back.
He's just putting pressure on the franchise.
Everybody keeps talking.
He's not gonna lead the Bucks, bro.
Where does Giannis go though? That's the thing. Like,
nowhere.
He
was a kid.
If he leaves, who do you go to?
I mean, the thing is, the only team
I can see him with is the Hawks, man. What'd you say?
The only team that can afford Giannis right now are the Spurs.
I'm so glad you brought up the Hawks.
You said the Spurs can afford them?
They such an underrated team, bro.
I love them. I'm a Trae Young fan, bro.
They such an underrated team.
If I'm the Spurs, I'd trade that top 3 pick, Stephon Castle, and something else.
Nah, look though, if I'm Giannis, bro, I watched the documentary. I don't know him personally, bro, but he really fucked with the fact that the Bucks took a chance on him when nobody thought Giannis would be Giannis. So I feel like
who else took a chance on him too, old dog?
Who?
Atlanta had him hiding in the basement. Did y'all see that? They had him hiding in the basement, trying to get him because they was gonna draft him and let nobody know who he was. And somehow he got out, and the Bucks found out about him. So the Hawks also wanted to draft him.
But this one of them
Young and Giannis would be so nasty.
This one of them situations where almost
wait.
Situations where almost ain't enough. Like Giannis really like he's established himself.
Portland is growing, bro. Portland is growing.
Well, they get nice too. I like
Kamani and Shaedon Sharpe. Oh my gosh,
he might be the piece. He might be the piece that they need.
Nah, it's too.
Do you really want Giannis on a team with like a whole bunch of young players and they're still gelling and growing? I don't think you want that.
It's too wicked.
No, bro. I don't know. They were balling, bro. They were balling.
They were lucky winning some games that nobody.
It's too wicked.
Would y'all like the Giannis on the Pacers? Would you trade somebody and put him on the Pacers?
Nah, it's too much bad.
No,
you wouldn't be able to afford him. They wouldn't be able to afford him.
Giannis trying to.
The reason you don't trade him.
I'm trying to join him.
Giannis the kind of guy, bro. The way Giannis plays, bro, he's kind of like whatever your team is doing, you have to change your whole dynamic. You might have to get another coach.
I hate when people say that because if you really watch him, he accommodates himself. He can play any position 1 through 5. Seeing Giannis play point guard is insane. And then
that's why you need to change your whole offense around him. He's your defensive anchor that brings the ball.
He can do everything.
He doesn't have to bring the ball up the floor though.
And the thing is, like, people always say, like, oh, he needs shooters around him. Have you seen this man with Eric Bledsoe? He was going against Kawhi, Pascal Siakam, and I think OG was on that team, was he? Yeah. And
he was.
And he was getting clamped, but that was still young Giannis. But he was still putting up numbers.
Here's the thing.
He's maximized the shooters. Bro.
Here's the thing. Praying that Dame can stay healthy. Giannis need to just trust Dame time with the ball, bro. Let Dame do Dame, bro. Giannis, you need to go off ball, cut back though, catch these lobs, bro. Do like get in the paint, do you. You bringing the ball up like you finna pull up 3. You're not doing that.
The thing is, sometimes Dame just does like
let Dame get the keys,
bro. And I think that's what ruined
the better playmaker.
That's what ruined it for the Bucks.
No, he's not, bro.
Giannis is the better playmaker.
Playmaking ain't just about passing, bro. Playmaking is making something out of nothing, and that's what Dame do.
It's facilitating.
Bro, Giannis will get like triple team down in the paint, fall out of bounds, toss it corner like between.
No name for hell.
You feel me?
Look,
Dame plays
management, bro. Look, there's clock management. You got clock management, bro. You got getting people involved, bro. And then you still have to score and attack, bro. You are the general on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know all these things. That's what I love about Jalen Brunson. One thing about Jalen Brunson, he's gonna command the pace of the game every time, bro. Like he's gonna hold the ball. And the reason that I call him Ball Hog Brunson for a reason. There's a reason he holds the ball for a long time, knowing that he can change the pace of the game, even if he doesn't make the shot.
That's the reason why the Knicks have won these recent games. Thibs changed up the plan. He brought in these bench pieces and he started swinging the ball around more.
That's what I'm saying. Now I seen when Jalen Brunson gets subbed out the game, they start running way better because he's not holding the ball.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He's doing like he does that during the regular season. You know what I'm saying? Holds the ball and like changes the pace of the game, and he thinks that's gonna work in the playoffs, and it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Because the Indiana Pacers are such a fast-paced team, they're gonna kick the ball out as soon as they get a rebound. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fast break it down the court.
And he don't shoot a good enough field goal percentage to do all that. You got to make shots to slow the game down. If you're missing, we don't fast.
I have returned.
I ain't gonna lie. He been hitting his shots. He been hitting his shots.
That's a fact.
You know,
That's a fact.